Moldova creator of the Leicester equaliser. El Khanous, how much room does he have here? El Khanous going for goal and he finds it as well. What a turnaround here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
4 minutes, Leicester have soaked up so much pressure. Patawi jinking feet to get beyond his man, and the header from Jamie Vardy makes it 2.
Wood should score. Wood Knockout. Yes! Yes! Anthony Knockout has done it.
Tielemans lining one up. What a goal! What a brilliant goal by Yuri Tielemans! And the Leicester City fans go absolutely potty.
Ball in behind Damian Vardy. It's 11. It's heaven for Jamie Vardy. Hold the back page. Hold the front page. A Leicester player has smashed the record.
Good evening and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It's match day. Unfortunately, we play Newcastle at home, the King Power Stadium, Monday night under the lights. It could be a long evening. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? It's football. Anything can happen. And Neil, mate, how are you today?
I'm hype. We'll talk about it for a reason, but there's maybe one small glimmer of excitement for this match.
Absolutely, absolutely. Doc, mate, all the way from Denmark. How are you doing today, mate?
I'm not looking forward to it. I've missed the last few games, luckily, while working, so it'll be painful to get back into the thick of things. But praying for a Monger as a Monger madness at the end, right?
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Touchwood. Manny, what's going on, mate? How are you this evening?
Yes, his name is Jeremy Monger. Leicester's number 93.
Is that what he's wearing?
93.
Wow.
93 today.
Our very own 93.
He can't have even been born in 93, which, God, my God.
He's way younger than me as well. He's like 2009 or something.
Do you know how old that is?
Jesus.
Born in 93. Yeah. Baby, but yeah, how exciting is it to see him on the bench? I mean, that is pretty much the only thing to get excited about. The same old lineup, same old 5-3, whatever. Same
Manny,
old. Yeah.
What's your prediction for minutes? I reckon, but let's ask everyone in chat. How many minutes does Jeremy Monger get tonight? And the person who gets closest without going over gets, I don't know, a membership or something.
I'm going to go for the 82nd minute.
82nd, all right.
I'll pick 82 today.
I just checked. Jeremy Monger was born on the 10th of July, 2009. So there you go, 2009.
You see, it might make a difference though. Easter holidays, you know, he's had a fool's training. I wouldn't be surprised if today is the day.
I think he'll get 17 minutes. Today is the day. I can tell you that. That's my gut feeling. We had him in the FA Cup, but Ruth still had some goodwill in the bank that is used up, and he's using the cheapest way to get some goodwill back. Get a kid on the field.
But maybe the 93 is the clue. He's going to be brought on in the 93rd minute.
93rd.
Yeah.
Probably, man.
If we lose tonight, we're fucked. I mean, I don't think it changes anything personally. If we lose tonight,
we're fucked for months, mate.
Yeah.
Every time I tune into Leicester, I might as well just bend over backwards, man. It's horrible.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so let's get into it. Rye here says unchanged team is hilarious. I mean, Anil, there is the team. We've reacted the same way for the last 4 weeks. That's the lineup. I mean, what are you thinking, mate?
Mental, absolutely mental. Kate said it in our chat as well. She goes, even if he brings on Jeremy Monger, he's not even playing a system that Jeremy Monger's position is getting played. So, it's absolutely crazy. And it's all right to keep with a system, even if you're losing, if there's sort of some semblance of, that was better, or that seems to be working, or we're close. But I mean, it's just not working at all, is it? So, yeah, it's super disappointing. And I'm disappointed as well because I personally felt there wasn't much to cling on to in the last game, but I thought when Ricardo came on, he looked like our best player by miles. So I would have liked to have seen him starting. And I think it just rewards mediocrity at the end of the day. So, well done, guys. You played terrible, so I'm going to keep the same. Or if anything, I know this sounds stupid, but actually, when we had the 3 CDMs on and we started with Skip and Didi Samare together, at least we looked tight. Right, and we weren't conceding anything. So surely you would start with that if there was anything to gather from it. So let's ask the rest of the panel. But I mean, it just really feels that Rude just does not care at all.
Yeah. Well, go on, Doc. I mean, everybody's saying the same thing, basically, that if it's broke, don't fix it. RPN 2025. There's obviously some other comments about, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something to change. I mean, Doc, same back five, same midfield, same attack, if you want to call it an attack. It's just, what is there even to say,
man? Just take a look at the bookmaker here from Denmark, and playing a home game, we get 6.5 times the money back if you put anything. I know it's a different way for Europe to calculate your bookmaker scores, but that is pretty bad for a team at home, crucially fighting to survive relegation. It's looking rough. It's looking very rough. I'm gonna be honest. I have actually enjoyed not watching the game. I haven't gone in and watched the highlights of the City game. I was working during the time. I saw the first 2 minutes on break. They scored. I couldn't be asked, and we've reached that point of disassociation now with Leicester. But I'm not even excited one tiny bit. I'm having a slight bit of hope to see Monger, but I feel nothing, and I'm seeing it on Twitter as well. It's horrible. No one feels anything. We're numb. This is the pain we've watched week in, week out. I haven't seen a goal since February. Just give me something here. I'm begging for table scraps, and they haven't even set up the table.
Manny, I've got a conspiracy theory for you. So we've been speaking this week about maybe there's a clause in Ruud's contract that means when we're relegated, he gets sacked, like Ivan Juric yesterday or today. Maybe he's just trying to get sacked as soon as possible so he can get the fuck out of there, and he's just putting this team out week after week because he knows it's going to lose.
Might be an element of that, I think we said a number of weeks ago, Ruud had given up. I don't want to go all hatred on Ruud. It's not been good at all, but I think we were all deflated when we didn't have 20-30 million to spend in January, and we needed that fresh boost that we didn't get, and it's just 14 out of 15. I never liked this. I never liked it. If I was him, I would never actually give up. But these team selections, the consistency of, it wasn't just, it is Ruud's MO, when he was doing a different formation, he tried to keep the same back four, the same style, same players, and tried to have that consistency in selection. But we're consistently losing. So why do you keep consistently playing the team that's losing? We've been on this channel, we've recommended this, we've recommended that, change of formations. I obviously wanted a 4-2-3-1 with, Mavropanos on the bench. He's missed the last, 8-9 games he hasn't started in. How many goals have we scored in those 8-9 games? I think it's a grand total of 0. So, how can you get worse than 0? And if your team can score 0 goals and you have some attacking weapons on your bench and they still can't get game time, no wonder the squad must. If I was Mavropanos, I'd be thinking, mate, this guy's a joke. I haven't had a start in 9. I'm one of the most attacking threats on the left wing that there is. I could even cover as a false 9 or play at 10 if you really want to. I could even try on the right. Don't even get a single start, and it's just 1 minute it's Takova Reed, 1 minute it's Ayew, 1 minute it's somebody else. It's a change of formation that doesn't really suit me. It's just finding ways for me not to get starts. So, but it just gets tiresome trying to point out that we've got things even on our bench today that we just don't start with. Like, how does Luke Thomas play as centre back over Koulibaly, an Italian international? How close do you think Luke Thomas would get to the Italian national squad as centre back? They'd laugh at him. I find these so bemusing, but it's. I just get tired. You just get tired, don't you?
Anyone add to this? I feel even like we're beyond the point of just pointing at individuals. Like it's as a collective. I don't even know who I can point to anymore to be proud of their performances in these past few weeks. We haven't had any standout players. We haven't had anyone to cling on to. I'm beyond, the Christiansen Thomas debate, the Cody fast, or Cody. It doesn't feel like it matters because he's not going to change a single thing. That's what we've learned over these past 4 weeks, scoring 0 goals, looking woeful, and nothing changes. And I'm not going to sit there and pinpoint it on one individual other than Ruud. I think this all comes back to Ruud going the same thing over and over again. It is absolute insanity. I was against going to the back five. I thought we had some decent games in the 4-2-3-1, and to see us still concede as many goals, look as woeful defensively, and even worse attacking, why not go back to the system we at the very least had a few decent games under? You give us that 1% chance, but I agree with your point about Okoli and everything. I just think we're beyond pointing at individuals because There's only one I really want to point to, and I think it's Ruud at this point. And
The question I have for you guys is: look, we tried to change information. It's been 2-3 games now, and we've tried it for 4 games. Fourth games. Wow, fourth game. Has it, attacking wise, it helped us produce any more chances or touches in their box or advanced position play or anything that would indicate that we're closer to scoring a goal? Of course, we get 1 or 2 chances, but I felt like before we were getting sort of 3 or 4 during a game. So it feels like the Doug just said, we're not particularly better defensively. We're even worse in attack. So why are we sticking with it?
It only looked halfway good the very first game we tried it against Chelsea, when it was a surprise, and even Maresca said the goals, they surprised us with the formation. And then as soon as the next game we tried it, because people had seen it in action, I was like, oh, well, they're just equally crap, if not worse, with this system, so we'll let them play it. So there you go. And yeah, it's stupid. Again, it's really poor management. I feel you can try it for 2 to 3 games, but if it's not getting anywhere, you've got to try again and try again. And look, I do get it that sometimes with managers, you might try 4 or 5 things and none of them are working, but you at least got to try something. That's my frustration with Ruud. It's that, like, even if, we ended up going down almost for the same amount of thing, but you're trying stuff, at least you could be saying, well, look, clearly it's the players. He's trying everything within his power to try and get some kind of tune out of it. This is just the worst thing. It's just almost like Football Manager, click go on holiday. Do you want your assistant to take over? Except I feel like the assistant would try something. At least the last time the assistant did take over that one game, even though we got battered by Brentford, they did try and play like, some kind of different system. He doesn't care, does he?
I very much agree there, right? I mean, I'm open for anything. I was open for the Thomas thing when it happened. I'm open, try Mavididi as the 10, try something different. Get Buonanotte in as a wing back or something. I don't care, man. Do something different here. Because whatever you're doing doesn't work. Play Woolio as the left back. Maybe play Thomas over Christiansen. I'd literally take anything, any form of trying something new. I get it after the first game against Chelsea. You decide to run it back. We only lost a tight 1-0 game. We were lucky to be in the game, but we could have potentially gotten a point, right? But when you then falter to United at home, who are woeful, by the way, and we looked even worse than them, and then it happens week after week, you got to do something different at this point.
Let me ask you guys this, because it was something we spoke about yesterday on Good Morning Foxes. So we're all buzzing, of course, to see Jeremy Monger in the matchday squad finally. I know you said play a game and ill. I actually don't think he's going to play any minutes. I think the reason they've hyped him up and put him in today is to try and get bums on seats in the stadium, because they knew that not many people were going to go. And I think that they've been hyping up, by putting these little teasers on social media this week about Monger to try and get fans going to the ground thinking, all right, we might see Monger. I don't think he's going to play at all. But anyway, with Monger coming onto the bench, guys, Woyo Koulibaly is the man to lose his spot on the bench. Go on, Anil, talk to me, mate, because we were trying to rack our heads around it yesterday on Good Morning Foxes, and I still don't think we really have an idea why he just barely plays.
I'm bringing up this comment because I think it's a good one. Ruud is one of the managers that's better than he is. He plays a part. He thinks he's better than he is. Like, again, this is crazy with him as well. Like, he's hyped it up, bringing him in, and then the player's not even featuring at all. He's had 1 start for 45 minutes. We've lost pretty much every single game since we signed Koulibaly anyway, and it's not that player's fault. So I think it's another horrific sort of signal. I feel sorry for him, to be honest with you, as well. Like, he must be thinking, what am I? I've come into an absolute bombshell of a club here, and I'm not even getting minutes. I probably should have stayed in Parma. I just think it's weird. You look at who we have got on the bench as well, and he seems to have written him off already. So then why have we bothered signing him? I don't know. It's just such a mess at this club.
I'm positive he'll come good in the championship. Regardless of what happens, I really hope he will.
Why'd you spend 15 million quid?
I don't know. God, man.
Why'd you spend 15 million quid on a centre-back to end up replacing him in a fullback playing out of position, who's out of contract in 18 months?
Well, this is the thing
that you were potentially going to sell for 5 million quid in January.
Well, this is the thing with the Okoli situation. With the Okoli situation, at least you can try and think of an excuse like, well, he wasn't Ruud signing. But with Woyo, I mean, as far as we're aware, he was a Ruud signing. Like, maybe they were linked with him. Maybe they were scouting him for a while. I'm sure they were. I mean, we saw that he was actually Enzo's player, wasn't he, at Parma? So maybe that there was, and Enzo even started told the club about him. But he came in under Ruud van Nistelrooy's time at the club. So it doesn't really make any sense at all.
The patient is sick, and there's been a misdiagnosis from Rude. Sky have just released a pretty good graphic that they're going through, and it says 10 plus pass sequences for Leicester. We rank 12th. So we're pretty good at playing these little, dink it here, little triangle, pass. We're mid-table in 10 plus pass sequences. In terms of through balls, we're also 12th. But where we are 18th, high turnovers, and dead last in the Premier League, fast breaks, 20th. Yeah. So someone like Koulibaly is one of our faster players. We are terrible at fast breaks. We need more speed. I feel the need for speed. Top Gun, classic. And so, he's choosing slower options consistently over the quicker ones. I hate to sound like a broken record, but we've all been seeing this for 4 or 5 months, but Rude just wants to carry on. Let's just have a nice passing move and then maybe it'll create something. That was never going to work for this particular team in this kind of way. It's a Dutch style of football. It's not particularly a Premier League style of football at the moment.
Let me bring this up because there was a lot of speculation as to how many people will be in the ground. Here's a photo from Kate just now. You can kind of see. So of course, there's some empty seats and it's not even kicked off yet. So there'll be more seats there, but it's not, it's nothing crazy. So, a lot of people talk, don't they? Oh, we shouldn't go, but they still go. So, 20th versus 3rd in the XG department. Oof. So there we go. And Rude ain't got blue tinted glasses. He is wearing a blindfold. People in the chat, get your score predictions in now. I know we did some score predictions yesterday, but let's go from again. Anil, has it changed? What are you saying, mate?
If anything, I'll revise it up because there was a rumour that Isak was going to be injured, but he's not. He's playing. But I'm going to go 4-0 Newcastle.
Doc, what are you saying, mate?
I don't know, man. It makes me too depressed to think about what I'm going to say if I actually predict realistically. I predict that Jeremy Monger will get some minutes and we won't score. It will be, I think 3-0. I'm staying optimistic here.
Manny, what are you going with, mate?
I'm feeling very optimistic. We only get beat 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to say, I said 4-0, yes, I'm going to say 5-0. 5-0 Newcastle. Although somebody made a good point, they'll probably take the foot off the gas. Teams have, they seem to do that against us at the moment. They scored 2. They're like, well, they ain't going to score, so it's all right.
Yeah.
We can,
just in case.
Starting, by the way, yeah.
Just in case it happens, and so I can say I told you so. Smug afters. Jeremy Monger, 20-yarder, curler, top corner. After he comes on for his Premier League debut, a la Rooney. A moment, a magic moment. The highlight of a whole season is coming tonight when Monger belts one on the top corner. You're going to love it.
I will be, even if we just see Monger get on the field, I'll be so happy because whatever happens, if he goes to City Tribunal or whatever will come through, I just want to see him in a Leicester shirt for a senior game.
Come on, other Monger, take the Wonga. Sign the contract.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Sign the contract.
Sign the ting. Who said that? Was that?
Yeah, sign the ting.
Sign the ting. Was Lingard or something, wasn't it? I think.
Anyway, there are definitely some empty seats as well we're seeing right now, yeah.
Yeah, it actually looks worse now looking at it here. There's quite a few empty ones.
I mean, that is from the rich section, right? That's where the tickets are really expensive, so maybe they're just all there enjoying it. It is quite nice, though, actually, hospitality at Leicester. Can recommend. But it's expensive, though.
Well, there we go. The game's kicked off. Well, it's about to. There we go. Yeah, it's kicked off.
Come on, Leicester.
Oh, man.
That's the most chatter we're going to hear unless we score a goal. Or monkeys.
How many minutes will we last before we...
Hey!
Ooh, shot from Vardy already.
Off target, though. Off target, I think that.
Get an early shot. We always get an early shot, and we're like, maybe, and then nothing happens for the rest of the game. We do get the corner from it, though.
The fight back starts now. Leicester City.
It's still down as a shot on target, right? Because he saved it. So
yeah, I think so.
Let's have a look. I don't think it was going in. If it was, fair play. That's the most aggressive we've been all season.
Yeah, we're always good for the first 18 minutes. We always look half decent. We knock it around. We look a bit dangerous.
Man City, we conceded off basically the first inside pass.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not actually bad. Floated in. Open space and no one's there to capitalize on this.
Do you think if earlier in the season, I think specifically those games against Crystal Palace and stuff, like if we'd have got a win, would things have been different? Because it felt that like the confidence was just drained out of us quite early when we were playing quite good. Or am I just being hopeless romantic?
It's not just that. We have had a shocking series of bad luck. I was listening to Martin Keown today, who I like listening to Martin Keown. He's fun. But he was moaning about Arsenal not getting decisions and Arsenal have had bad luck in this. And I remember the game at the Emirates. It was Calafiori should have got a second yellow card about 61, 62 minutes. Should have got sent off and didn't get sent off. And they absolutely bottled that.
Can I just say, by the way, 1 minute into the game, there's a WhatsApp message from Kate saying VK is shit.
The hate is so false. The hate.
Joe Linton, Harvey Barnes.
I miss him. Good little ball across. No, Livramento coming in, and the cross.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That is
There's no
Jacob
way.
fucking Murphy. He's so shit as well, Jacob.
There's no way. There's
He
no
should have
way.
never touched the ball to begin with. Hannah Cody
I mean-
shaking his head.
Did you see that in Sky Sports today? It's Paul Merson. He was literally saying Leicester are worse than Southampton, and it's hard not to say we're not. First attack that was
I'm
literally.
pretty sure Ruben Nistelrooy just said, "Fuck's sake."
Good work from VK there. Just let the man get behind him. Ball watching.
Come on, it's all shit. Can you tell
We
me?
can't
I
even
know.
do 18 seconds is what we've got now, man. You're not even 18 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
The pre-assist.
Mate, honestly.
VK at the backbone.
Yeah.
All horrible. It is.
This is a bad thing with the system though, because you look just in 2v1, so free pass in there.
Yeah, get Monger on. Get Monger on. I've
Yeah.
had enough.
What is
That
the
is
point?
poor, though.
What is the point of playing 5 at the back? We lost 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, blimey.
That is on Christensen. Sorry, Duck. He's got
Yeah,
a.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
Are we
It
the
is.
worst Premier League? Mate, we're worse
No,
than Southampton,
Southampton.
mate.
I think
We're
we are. I
worse.
think we are worse than
We're
them.
worse. Under Rude, we're so much, mate. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I wonder how many fans just, already there, went out of that season, started going home. I would. If I would showed up there, I
Yeah.
would have been by now.
I
Even
actually
though I would have
would.
been like, fair enough, let's give it a shot. And if we concede that, I would have walked off.
Apparently,
Yeah.
you could quite clearly see Rude on camera there saying, "Fuck's sake."
I said it. I said I'm not a lip reading expert, but I'm pretty sure I just said fuck off. For fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
It's just comical at this stage.
It is
You're only-
comical.
It's
Yeah,
not- it's
it
just
is.
comical. It's just got to laugh. That's all you can do.
It's like that that Photoshop that was doing the rounds the other day. The comedy night at the KP.
Oh, Bilal.
How have we got the 17 points? I mean, it's hard to think.
Steve Cooper.
We had luck.
Well, but for me,
not that.
player of the season is Nick DeMarco. Absolutely, no doubt about it. That's who I'll be voting
We should have
for.
just taken the hit, though. We would have kept everybody happy, taken the hit, say, sorry, we've been naughty boys. Give us 40 points. We'll stomach it all. Give us all of our punishments in one big go. We'll take it all this season and go down at the same time. But all of that hope, remember after we got the Nick DeMarco, we got a chance of staying up now. Have we bloody hell. We need Nick DeMarco to get us plus 20 points. How do we do that?
I know, that's the thing, is we should have just now not even appealed it, save the expensive lawyer fees and just take the...
Yeah.
Take the hit.
Yeah.
Bilal puts in the cross as well. Doesn't find anyone. He goes out for a goal.
He's
kick.
shaking
We've
his
had
head,
2
look.
crosses so far. None of them hit anyone.
You can shake his head, but it's your choice to play VK and Thomas together down
he's
your
not been
left hand
good.
side.
He's not been good for a long time. You got to know when to take players out of the team. He's made no changes since the last time that we played.
And
Like, in
Koulibaly,
some ways,
who's
it's
not
unfair
played, was
on
on the
the player.
bench. Not even on the
Yeah.
bench, sorry. You're like, why is he came on, Koulibaly, left back. It was the Man United game away. He came on and he tried to cover, I think it wasn't Garnacho, it was the other winger. But that game, Ahmad. He played against Ahmad and did a decent job, Koulibaly. So why does VK have 5, 6, 7 stinkers in a row and Koulibaly just doesn't get a single start? I don't understand. I can't give you a reason for that.
I know he's a professional, but do you think Cooper is actually loving this? Like,
Of course, he must be.
Must be.
He
Makes
must
him look
be.
better.
It's
reflective,
human, isn't it? It's human.
Guys
Yeah.
love red wine and just watching every single game, hate watching.
I heard some Leeds fans actually saying, Farker out, get Steve Cooper in.
I saw
that
that,
as well.
too. I'm gonna be honest here. I think
Match made in heaven.
Cooper would actually be better than Daniel Farker. That guy is horrendous.
Oh, but his
In
voice
the
is so
Champions-
funny. His voice is brilliant, man. Come on. His
I
voice is
fucking
brilliant.
Donald Duck, man. It's a manager.
It's magical, that voice is. I love it.
I don't think there's much doubt from anyone, like even us, that with a top championship team, Steve Cooper would have no problems getting them out.
Yeah.
Championship.
Yeah, it's like the thing is, Steve Cooper's formation would work very well if you have a team that is better than your opposition, because they're free enough just to take on that man. They beat them.
Barnes totally free on the other side.
Oh, don't let him cut in for the equal. It wouldn't be an equalizer. Oh, Harvey Barnes, how I missed you, boy.
Mavadidi's better. That's a joke. Ragsy.
Ragsy's 0 for 0, isn't he? He said Van Nistelrooy was the manager he wanted in, and that Mavadidi's better than Harvey Barnes. So
I really wanted Corcoran, man. I really wanted Corcoran.
Oh, this is
too naive. I said anything would be better.
I saw that they won at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Valencia, yeah.
I mean, they were like 19th or something when he took over.
Yeah.
They were like.
I mean, they had a much better squad than we do, but I think it does show you that Corberan is a good manager. I think the thing with Corberan, what I like is that he has a style of play, but I think he also knows when to just go into bastard mode to get results. You know,
and I think you need to go on, mate. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that I think what you're seeing in this era of managers is you're getting too many managers that are just way too stubborn. Like, you know, you need to be able to mix it up. Like Thomas Frank for Brentford, I think is a good example that like he realised pretty early on when he came up to the Premier League that I can't play the same style that I tried in the Championship. We're just getting battered, so I need to just play a really turgid style for a bit to get some results and something. If you say Rude, it's like nothing's working and we're all out of ideas. That's rude, isn't it?
And you need to think as well, by the way, that Carlos Corberan, a manager that did quite well with a team with limited resources, compared to Ruud van Nistelrooy, who quit his job because he couldn't get players. You know what I mean? At PSV, and they sold the players.
Actually, guys. And Didi.
That was actually a good move. To be fair, it was a well constructed move.
Would rather kick the shin pad than the ball, and instead just absolutely battered Dan Burn.
Is it wrong at this stage to think of my fantasy clean sheet for Newcastle?
Yeah, that's wrong, though. That's wrong.
Is that wrong?
Was that Daka that missed it? I mean, that just sums him up, doesn't it?
Just missed the ball.
Big Ben
airball.
Absolute horror.
Yeah.
25 million pounds.
I always say with Daka as well, well, at least if you just make it so all he needs to do is connect with it, but he can't even do that. That's really poor. Yeah, he nearly did something.
Nearly did a thing, yeah. Oh my god, that is the most Daka thing I've ever seen. I'll tell you what was really funny, Manny. You would have seen it. I was on the Newcastle fan channel last night, and I called somebody a donkey. I think I called Daka a donkey, and then
It's horrible.
Oh, hello, Harvey Barnes.
All about fast. Show him who's boss.
Yeah, look at that. Get some.
Come on, you Afro bastard.
Doug! Relax, Doug. Where's that come from?
No, I was going to say...
Duck unhinged.
I called Daka a donkey, and then the host said, talking of donkeys, what's going on with Bobby De Cordovary? I was like, it's funny you say that, actually, because Luke calls him Bobby Donkey Ovary. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Fast, Cody, and Luke Thomas as your three centre-backs. What could go wrong? My God.
That was the point, wasn't it? With it's like, oh, who should we have as our third centre back? We should be trying to limit the numbers. We should be only trying to have 0 centre backs because they're all so crap. You know, we've got one half decent centre back. I think he's on the bench every week. Just absolutely insane.
I think actually our best centre back is on the ball right now. That's Amundsen. Play him there as well.
Our best centre back's on loan at fucking Oxford United.
Yeah, that's
where
the
he
point.
is.
Remember, Enzo was using him ahead of Cody.
Oh my God!
Oh! What?
Oh. Let's go anyway.
Oh my God.
He deserved, to be honest with you, I'm disappointed that they didn't score that halfway line goal.
Jacob Murphy as well.
Oh,
Yeah, Murphy's got 2 goals already in the first 10 minutes, and we're getting cussed. Who went for the long shot? Was it Trippier?
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
It was Fabian Shaw. Fabian Shaw.
Was it? I'm actually disappointed it wasn't a long goal. I think that would have been more hype.
That's outstanding from Fabian Shaw. He wins the ball inside his own half, tries the Beckham. It's a crossbar challenge.
I wish that went in, honestly. Why not? Because...
a serious point. Look at the pace of our recovering centre-backs, by the way, to try and get back and get to the
Cody
ball.
with the giveaway.
Look at Thomas! Yeah. Just watch Thomas. Watch Thomas on this replay. Just watch Thomas on this replay.
Oh, that is shocking.
Watch Thomas.
That is so bad.
Just standing there watching the ball. Like, watch the ball. Let's watch Jacob Murphy run in.
He does the thing, doesn't he?
What, mate? You're supposed to be getting back and covering Jacob Murphy there. He's down your channel. He's your man.
Giving up, man. Just get Monger on already. Give
What? There's a good point. We're talking about Koulibaly a second. Remember Koulibaly's goal line clearance at United where he did chase back and he saved it. That's Luke Thomas trying to do the same equivalent. So all the people in the chat are like, oh, he's been on
what the reaction is from the crowd. If I was the crowd after that, I think I would get up and leave, and I would be like, this is like you got to leave like an empty stadium here.
There should be a mass walkout. Yeah, there should be. You're right, Anil, but there will still be large sections of the fan base clapping them off at full time as well. That's what will happen.
Well, but if there's only 10 of them left, you know what I mean? It's like,
I can't believe
what do you expect when you put your worst players on the pitch? You're going to get stinkers, and he just keeps playing them. Just
Jacob
keeps
Murphy's
happening.
got a fucking double, man. Jacob Murphy shouldn't even be a footballer. He's the biggest fraud I've seen.
Jacob Murphy scored 4 goals against us now, Duck. I don't know.
Yeah, and
we got to put some respect on that guy's name. He's actually tormenting us.
To be put on someone who's working in a bakery instead, man. He's horrible.
Mate, when you look at the lineup, who's supposed to be covering Jacob Murphy?
Christensen, yeah.
Oh, I think I'm
losing the ball all the
time.
time.
Is this free?
Oh my God.
Great to see
and look
Thomas.
again, Luke Thomas.
They beat Sheffield United 8-0 away last season, Newcastle. Just saying.
Look at Thomas here, chasing clueless.
Nah, they've gone. They're mentally, they're gone. They're absolutely gone, this team.
Honestly,
genuinely get Joe.
Just how does a Koulibaly not get in this team?
You obviously can't do it at home, but it's almost that you do actually need to put the CDM on right now, because you can just look at the body language of the players. This is just like they're in free fall. They're an absolute shell shock. They can't believe what's happening.
Like, we've joked about this a few times this season, but like this could actually be this could actually be like a 9-0. This could break.
It could.
Do we still hold the record? We don't we hold it with Man United? We hold it with them, right?
No, I think that is still a joint away record. No, it is the away record.
No, it's the away record. United was home 9-0 Ipswich in 1995.
It's been done a few times now. Yeah, Man United did it to Southampton, and they did it to Ipswich, didn't they?
It was Ipswich 9-0 in 95.
Yeah, so I like it could it's 13 minutes in.
We actually are defending our own record.
Oh, what's Wilf done to his hair?
That's the problem. Wilf chopped his flat top off. I thought this was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air haircut has gone.
Sadly,
I can't believe
hairline now. That
receding hairline, Wilf. Yeah, it's not about that, Wilf.
What's happened to DJ Jazzy Wilf?
he might need to go to Turkey in the off season, to be honest.
This is like House Party 1 and 2. That's why he's like Samson. You cut the hair, you reduce the ability.
Don't talk shit on your little star boy.
Doc, you should have already missed it. He wanted Skip to start.
Jesus Christ, man! This club, we've lost our ways when many start saying that.
Look, exactly. What's the point in playing? Wilf's leaving us in 7 games. What's the point in keep playing him? We can't stay up. What is the point of playing Wilf for another 7 games? It doesn't serve any long-term purpose whatsoever. We may as well see if Skip is going to be okay for next season, or maybe he'll have a few decent games and someone will offer you 15 million quid. At which point you snap their hand off and you take it.
I can't believe we haven't actually sacked Ruud yet. Like, surely this can't go on. You think they're just waiting for relegation to be locked and then they get him off on a cheaper deal to save a few million?
Definitely. Yeah. But that's exactly the right thing to do, though. What's the point in wasting a few million quid?
Save anything. Not even Dean Smith would say this.
Damn, man. I can't believe. Well, I can believe it.
This is a new loader. I'm thinking in my head, like, Manny, what do you think? What's more humiliating, this or like Peter Taylor season or going down to League One? I think this is actually more humiliating. If I'm
this
being
is
honest.
worse, but this is worse in terms of the football is worse and relative to the opposition. But I think the Peter Taylor season.
I think I would still agree, just because he started like a lap. Daka, you gotta get. Honestly, he should take Daka off now and put Monger on, because he's done that He's skied it, and he's just. That's my point about him cannot play in that position. He's not technical enough play. He can't make a straightforward pass like that to break down the attack. Why is he doing that? You could literally put any other player in. Even Donkey over Reed would be better there.
So I've just
Ethan, mate, I feel sorry for you. Don't want to look at the highlights. Newcastle almost scored from the halfway line and scored on the rebound.
Do you believe me now? I can't remember who disagreed. It wasn't a nil. I swear it was one of you two. Southampton will beat us. They will beat us.
Well, Foster's actually having a decent game.
They probably will, but what I think will happen, Locks, you've said this yourself, is that like who knows? Maybe what will happen is that we get relegated, Rude gets binned the next day, so it's just playing off vibes, and then because it's the end of the season and there's just two teams having a kickabout, we might start playing well again. I have to say, I don't know about you guys, but I think when Rude goes, I think there is going to be a lot of stories coming out about what went on behind the scenes, and I think it will come from not just Rude. I think he'll be pretty venomous in his. Look at that Dakar masterclass. Oh, that was indeed that time masterclass. But I also think some of the players who inevitably leave, I wouldn't be surprised if Faze, when he leaves, Vestergaard might go there. They're also going to lay into the club as well. And I think they're going to. I wouldn't be surprised if they say that actually they think that Cooper was better than Van Nistelrooy, right? As a man manager, and they can't believe that they're saying that. And they probably, do you know those stories about them getting offended that he told them that their performance against Brentford wasn't good enough? I wouldn't be surprised if he already lost,
Yeah.
If they lost them because he said you're not good enough after getting battered 4-1 at Brentford, then your mentality is soft. Like, just goes, I got a bit of criticism because I got battered 4-1. What do you expect?
Manny, I do agree with you, but you know what? That is definitely a thing that's becoming the norm more and more, not just in football, but just in life in general. I'm curious to you of your business and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I see it in mine all the time, and it's.
I'll be honest with you.
For me, I struggle to deal with it. I don't know how you deal with that, right? Because I don't know about you, but I remember, for example, earlier in my career, you would get told those kind of things, but you didn't see it as a negative thing. You'd only see it as a negative thing if it felt like bullying and it kept happening time and time again. But if it was genuine, like, oh, you know what, Neil, you need to, this wasn't quite good enough, you need to improve this aspect, you take that on board, you go back, you improve on it, and then they'll be like, oh, well done, that's really good, now you've got better at this. But this generation, you notice it a lot, that you tell someone that it's bad and they just like have a mental collapse. And look at why a lot of these sort of stricter managers like Mourinho and stuff don't do well in the modern game. I think it's a genuine thing, and it's a skill that needs to be learned. I mean,
I'm not in for criticism just for criticism's sake, but you're right. Yeah, people can't take. It should always try and be. It should always try and be constructive. But they're so soft these days, and people. It's simple. You shouldn't shy away from the truth. You have to have some basis in reality. If you lose 14 out of 15 games, how can you possibly expect? Maybe occasionally you might get some individual praise because you did one or two things right. But as a collective, if you're expecting people to continually have arm around your back, then that's also not going to work. I would imagine Rude's tried to be supportive, tried to whip him into shape, tried every single way to deal with them. But it is a sad modern indictment that I think it's partly to do with this academy system. Like, they don't grow up playing as many games. It's not as competitive. It's not as hard.
Read this, though. This is kind of my point. So Peach is saying that Brighton lost 7-0 to Forest. But since then, they've been on a really good run of form. And the difference is their manager, who's a younger manager, his approach to dealing with it is he took it more on himself. Now, like I say, Manny, I would deal with it the way that you're saying, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I'm just saying, is it a fact that in the modern game, you can't do that?
In a one-off game, yes, but Brighton weren't exactly sitting at 19th of the table, having lost 14 in a row.
By the way, who just won?
They've had one bad game and surrounded it by a bunch of wins. I mean, I think it would be over the top to absolutely cream the Brighton players when you're sitting there in whatever they were at the time, 5th or 6th.
Just quickly, everyone in chat, let's do a count for all the VK glazing that we get tonight. So currently, the running tally is 1. 1 VK glaze. Let's see how many.
I didn't even mention his name. I just said, "Man, look at who got the ball."
Look who won it. Yeah.
But I think
I remember my old gaffer locking me in a room and getting me by the scruff.
I do think there is an element of you need to have players with a more resilient mentality. Like, I'll give you an example, believe it or not. In my kids' school, every single week, and this is like kids who are from 4 years old onwards, they get taught resilience It's pretty advanced, to be fair. But they get taught that, you know, when things don't go your way, how to deal with it, how to move forward, how to take it on board, how to remain tough, how to remain confident within yourself. You know, some basic stuff that basically we all had to figure out just because everybody slated the hell out of me.
Thank you.
I mean, I was going to say, it's almost guaranteed that Barnes will get a goal. He probably should have scored that, and he knows it. Maybe took a bit too long.
As long as they don't score 9, I'm actually not even joking. As long as they don't break our away goal record.
I don't know. I feel like if they score 9, they might have to just sack Rude. They might just have to do it.
They have to. They have to. If we concede more, I think if we concede more than 5, they have to sack Rude.
Just for a slight change, who's finishing top 4? Are Newcastle going to make it in there?
I don't know.
They could do. I honestly couldn't call it, to be honest. If
Tell you what, I'm going to call it
league in
Forest to bottle top 4.
I hope so.
They could do, but I mean, you hate to say it, but they, on the balance of it, they deserve to be there. They've been consistent all season, but I will say that if you look at their underlying data, Forest, they are a lot higher up than they should be.
Do you know what
doesn't bode well, but it doesn't. Like I say, I personally think they deserve it. I mean, they've been there all season.
I have a feeling it's like the 2 seasons under Brendan. Do you remember when we were in Champions League spots?
It could happen. Yeah,
like 74 out of 76 weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then
I was going to say
just got pipped at the end.
I was going to say whoever still has to play us gets an advantage, and Forest have to play us. So.
Yes, they've got guaranteed 3 points there.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
To be honest, I got to say, even though we're playing horrendous here, there's 2 of the centre-backs there, FaZe and Cody, have made up a little bit since then. They've won some important challenges.
If Newcastle win their game in hand, they're 1 point behind Forest. 1.
Yeah.
And Newcastle are... I mean...
Do they play each other?
Let's have a look.
The thing is, though, Manny, is that a lot of the teams like Chelsea, they don't look consistent. Man City don't look consistent. Newcastle could be, and now they've got their cup game out of the way. So
they've still got
Villa.
Still got Arsenal,
I don't know,
Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United to play Newcastle. 3 tricky ones.
There definitely looks like there's less people in the ground now than there was at kickoff.
Look at that. They play they only play bottom 10 teams, Forest. That's pretty good. Although, I don't know, maybe their style suits playing.
Oh, yeah. Forest have got Chelsea, and that's about it.
Apparently, Barnes is being booed.
Oh, they got yeah,
why?
No,
Barnes was our best player the season we got relegated. It weren't on him.
Being booed.
Because you would just
it's bitter, isn't it? It's bitter.
Because you get idiots in the crowd.
I don't think
that's so. Oh, go on. This is actually.
Heard him.
Oh, here we go.
Book him.
What? Wow, no, that's outrageous. That should be a free kick.
I don't know.
Apparently,
just gone over there.
Okay, well that makes sense.
I think there was a gust of wind at the time, and he just. There's a gentle breeze coming from the east side, and he just went over.
I remember Anil was joking the other day, saying the club should do a competition, like letting fans get a game. It looks like Daka is one of them fans. He's just been pulled from the crowd, man. Oh my god. Here we go. A bit of pressure.
He's just so lightweight. He's not strong enough. That's the problem, isn't it? Any kind of challenge, he's down. He's just... You can't pop a shoulder into the centre-back in first and get a little nudge him off like Vardy would do. And
see that first touch, like ricocheted 3 times.
Here comes the gust of wind, and he's gone.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that's not... Yeah, no, he's right. And he said he should be booked for that. That is a dive. 100%.
That's a dive.
Yeah.
That's a dive.
Yeah, what I was going to say was... No, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Musa was better than Daka. I mean, based on this, you can probably say that's true.
Boys, I was in the stadium when Musa scored those 2 against Barcelona. I went over there.
Oh, wow, really? He looks amazing then, didn't he? Yeah.
I can't tell you that night, because I was on the beers in Stockholm, and I was like, Jesus Christ, we got the fast... You know what I mean? Like, imagine how much I love fast striking. I was like, he's quicker than Vardy. He scores from halfway. He got 2 against Barcelona. What's he going to do in the Premier League? He's going to bag 30 this season. Oh, dear.
Remember, this is Manny. Manny never gets a player wrong.
To be fair, he did say he was on the beers.
I told you I was drinking heavily.
And beer is the ultimate equaliser for us all, surely.
The guy scores 2 when he scored more goals than Messi that day on the pitch. I mean,
have had a shot on
that's
target.
going to be a pretty good sales pitch, right?
Yeah, we had a shot on
Go on,
target. in the
Justin.
first 60
Nice.
seconds.
Actually,
Can't see it.
Actually,
they'll
one more
come
good
back.
To
pass.
BK, to BK.
Yeah,
Who's in there? Get in the box.
Too slow.
Is it-
Slow
What a
down the
terrible cross.
There's a VK special. That's his go-to, isn't it? That cross. Fucking hell.
that's a corner.
What a cross that is.
VK won a
Just
corner,
corner,
Doc. Oh man.
Mate, his delivery's about as good as every. Honestly, he is awful.
That's who?
It's a UK courier that's always rubbish, Duck. It's not
Kate
FedEx.
said-
It's not FedEx. This is every.
I asked Kate if many are leaving. She said no. Lots of shouting, mainly because Daka needs a sat nav.
No, man, his
Daka, I
corners
hate-
are fucking
Short
horrible.
corners, I hate them. You can never get a ball in the box in the short corner.
But you
Stop
can win
doing
another
short
corner.
corners.
You can try again.
Just never get the ball in the box for short corner.
If I see a goal, I'm actually, if we see a goal, I might actually hit something crazy on the stream, man. You know, we gotta hit a dance or something.
Come on, Cody. It's time for you. Oh, Luke Thomas with the delivery.
I'm with, I mean,
Come on, Thomas. Show that culture.
Luke Thomas with the delivery.
The culture.
It's actually
That's
a decent
actually not
corner.
bad.
Decent corner.
Syston culture.
Straight to their tallest centre back though.
Yeah, but that has a nice curve on it. Again, we're grasping for straws here, right?
Go on, Wilf.
From,
Dive. Get the pen.
We can.
Wilf does not look right with that haircut.
I miss his long hair.
He looks like, honestly, I don't like it. It's putting me off. Wilf.
Michael Murphy, you twat.
Daniel
I agree with what Chester's put there as well. That's not even a lie. I don't think.
Oh god, I can't believe we've got someone with the frame of a 12-year-old boy at centre back, man. It's actually wild.
Shoot!
It's crazy.
Well, a long ball missed pass. James Justin barely collects it, and he just passes it back to the keeper, but not ours.
You nearly
Nick
sell a guy
Pope,
you nearly sell a guy in January for 5 million. You know, just while there's still a bit of value left before his contract runs out. He's failed on 2 championship loan spells. He's not good enough to start in your team, but then all of a sudden he's your saviour in a position that he doesn't play, that he's too small for, too lightweight for, not good enough for. You'd lose 14 out of 15. You concede every single game. You can't get anywhere in advanced tactics, so you keep picking him. Anyone care to explain why?
Oh, man, well. Not fast. I mean, actually, we might need Van Fast in attack. I need to see those championship runs again, or the goal against QPR.
Last player to score at home
VK.
for Leicester.
Wins the ball back. I don't see a mistake.
He's more bustle than hustle, but it's not.
We're
good,
on
is it?
two glazes.
What the hell is this comment, man? What is this? Read this comment, man.
You can tell.
If you're falling for that rage bait, buddy, you're having a rough day.
Mate, you're gonna have to do better than that if you want to rile us up.
That
mate.
is horrible.
We've watched 14 out of
man.
15 games. If you want to wind us up, can you think of something more intelligent, a smarter way to do it? Because that's some low grade poking.
I wonder if Posh. I wonder if he supports Peterborough. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Talking of a small club.
You're right. Probably Coventry as well. That's why he's got an extra finger.
This is true. We have Bobby Amati in the academy. We should just play him.
You know, I want to see Jaden Heskey. There's two brothers.
The good one went Man City though, didn't he?
EastEnders has got the Mitchell brothers. Let's get the new Heskey brothers, both of them. You know what? Local, tough, know their way.
I think Jaden Heskey went to Man. Yeah, he's at Man City.
Yeah, 'cause they
He is. He's good.
look at the pace of Vardy. Look at that absolutely running and treacle.
Just give me another shot on target, please. Another shot.
That's right. Bilal wants his move. He's done enough
Nick
there.
Pope,
Look how literally there's 0 players there to support the attack though.
It's
Here you go, Manny's
Where's
fast
Daka?
twitch
Where's
driving.
Daka? Where's Daka? Where's Daka?
Oh my god.
Where's your pace, Daka? Where are you? You're not in my shot. Where are you, Daka? You're still not
Yeah,
in the
no,
shot.
Daka needs to get in there. He's the one on the team that's supposed to be.
That's pretty well with the situation there, though. Like
Now Daka's playing deep as some kind of midfielder 10.
Score. If we score,
Manny,
man.
question, Manny.
Yeah. Well, it's those people who like to take comments out of question. What I actually
Championship top 12, definitely.
What I actually
He
said
never
was,
specified the division.
I actually said was, if Enzo had stayed and had a full summer and been given 80 million to spend too, then the team's maximum potential was 12th. But again,
Yaya Torres
people
got it in
like
the
to
back
misquote.
pocket.
People like
He
to
will not
deride that.
concede 3 stupid goals. Only 2 in the first half. Don't worry, guys.
You're going to need better than that.
Thomas. It's a horrible pass. Actually, could we just,
Honestly, it's
Why are we
extended
still here?
finish.
Yeah, currently. The crazy thing is, as awful as this team was, we absolutely battered QPR, didn't we? So it'll be interesting to see what does happen next season.
That's true. That's true. Newcastle seem beatable. Not by us.
Yeah.
Not by us. Oh dear.
To be honest, you have to give them like credit. You look at their team, you got Dan Burn and Fabian Schär at the back. That should not be a team that's capable of challenging for the Champions League, but they are.
Yeah, I agree.
Dan Bird.
Oh, the Leicester City admin just tweeted as well. Better from City in recent minutes. Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
They're delusional, man. They're absolutely delusional.
Yeah, this is my overarching theory: is there is balance to all things in this world, believe it or not. And when you get the high that we had, like we went as low as League One, so football owed us some big highs. We'd had 50 years of not winning too much, so we win the league. If you go that high for a club like us, you're going to have a decade or two at least of absolute pain. So this is our reward for those glory days, and that are just genuinely how I see it. I feel like this.
Actually,
there's nothing.
back up for a second. Spread some
But look, Forest had it themselves. Forest
is being attacked. Get it in.
Since there's a Forest fan in the
It's a
chat,
horrible pace.
Forest do something silly like win the European Cup back to back, and then eventually they have 25 years of anonymity.
Yeah, the problem is though, is if it happens during your lifetime, it's really painful, isn't it? But for those of us that saw the
Pierre Andre.
Guys.
Oh, Isak.
Isak getting 1v1 against Connor Cody. Granddad versus the Prodigy.
Oh my.
Joe Linton.
Oh, my.
He's off. He's got to be
Is
off.
that Barnes? That's Barnes.
He's got to be offside. Oh, he's not offside. He's got to be
At least he
offside.
doesn't celebrate. I still love you, Barnes.
He's got to be offside.
Harvey Barnes. It's an equaliser.
No, there's going to be a bozo like Thomas or Victor fucking keeping him on side. You
got
can
to be
guarantee it. You can guarantee it.
Ah,
Gotta be
Bilal,
off.
man. I feel so bad for you. I feel bad for you too, Hermanson. I do not feel bad for you.
What about Victor?
It's got to be off, surely.
I don't really feel bad for him.
Bilal with a sloppy pass. Look at this break. Fast player and Harvey Barnes. Fast player drags him out wide. It's 2 against fucking 5.
This can't be VK.
2 against 5, man. You're ball watching again.
Oh, it's Luke Thomas.
Oh my God, Luke Thomas just standing there ball watching. Get up with the line.
he's not a centre back, is he?
He's a dick, is what he is. He's
Well, this is
terrible.
the problem, isn't it? No, you're right, Anil. This is the problem. He's not a fucking centre back.
No.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
So why keep playing him every single week? He should.
Well,
refuse to play.
that's what we're saying. Is that like he can be right to say that these players are shite, and they are. But I mean, it's like you're picking them and you're playing them in these positions, and you've literally signed a centre back who played, Serie A all last season, as you said, or
We've
he's
conceded.
he's fallen out with Vestergaard, Danish international with Godman on the caps.
We've conceded 3 goals in 35 minutes from the inside right channel. There's a consistency in that inside right channel that they're able to exploit. Any kind of reaction, whether it's the ball comes off the bar, whether it's a Hermanson save, or whether it's a cross coming in from the far post, Luke Thomas is A, out of position, B, ball watching, and C, shit.
Somebody's left comments say that Newcastle fans are singing "Say Hello to Sunderland." Which is...
That's a decent cross. Ooh. That's a good cross. That was a very good cross, actually. I think it was a qualified cross there.
I know. I can't believe our target man didn't put it away. Fucking hell.
That's good. Loads of people leaving now.
Yeah, good to see. Get the kids to bed, guys. Someone's getting the badge in as well. He's standing there. He's getting the badge in. He's getting full value for his
No,
money.
I hate to say it, but you know, do you need to make a show there? You need protest here.
100%.
Got to let them know it's not all right.
I think as well, what people realized about this Christiansen Thomas debate, and I said it as well, they were both shit. I just thought one was less shit than the other. Now that they're both playing on the left-hand side, it is a horror showdown.
Yeah, but what? Who thought Luke Thomas is a left-sided centre-back, though? It's
I can't
crazy.
prove without after the Chelsea game and praised him. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Everyone needs to wake up, right? I hear a lot of people, because he's probably because he's a local lad. Oh, Luke Thomas played all right against Villa. He played all right against Chelsea. He's a local lad. He needs a chance. He doesn't deserve... This is what happens when you put Luke Thomas consistently on the pitch. This is why Brendan didn't give him a run. This is why Dean Smith didn't choose to pick him. This is why Enzo didn't want him anywhere near. This is why Sheffield United didn't want him. This is why Middlesbrough didn't want him. This is why we've had 5, 6, 7, 8 managers who have tried him, and not one of them has consistently wanted to play him, because this is what happens when you play Thomas. So fast forward to the Championship next season, Luke Thomas should not be on the pitch.
Daka legit dropping a 0 out of 10 this match right now.
I mean...
Yeah, you're right though, Manny.
We might as well just start like cooking dinner or something on these streets. There's no point talking about football. I'll gladly teach you guys how to make homemade pasta if you want it. I make some great, I think it's tagliatelle actually is the right word for it, but just normal spaghetti, I'd say.
I think actually for Sumari and VK, I think Bologna did want VK. They just couldn't afford his wages or his fee, and I think the same is true of Sumari in Sevilla. Like if it was on normal wages, not Premier League ridiculous ones, that they would have taken him. Yeah, Imran, I believe. Do you know what? Actually, I don't know if he's at the game. I have to check that. He was telling me that he's really given up on them. We'll message him in a moment.
Painful. All
Genuinely,
painful.
just take Monger on at half time, man. Take Mavididi out as well. Take fucking
So do you think he'll play Monger now that we're getting absolutely fucking caned?
Yeah. But the thing
think
is,
that's
he'll
a
summon
perfect
Monger. There are 10
situation to do it.
people in the stadium to do it.
Because the thing is, as Locke said, as he goes, I don't think
my
he'll play any
God.
moment whatsoever.
The delivery's so shit. Honestly.
Yeah, he's having a
Ricardo on
stinker
for
as well,
45
Justin.
Get Ricardo on for 45.
This system does not work. Like honestly, I think wing backs are just wing backs are long gone. This system worked as your change up. 15.
A good one here to
years
pass
ago.
the time. Top 5 takeaways. What we saying?
Top 5 takeaways.
Chinese, Indian, Mexican.
Ooh, actually, you know what I really like? That's underrated. Caribbean food. Absolutely love it.
Oh, bit of jerk chicken, yeah.
Jerk chicken is delicious. Jerk chicken, rice, vegetables, salad, whatever. I'm all over that these days. Indian food's hard to go wrong. I'm biased, but Indian food's spectacularly good.
Yeah, definitely agreed.
Yeah, definitely. Indian or Chinese.
You like a curry, don't you, Lars? You're a regular.
Love a curry, mate.
What's your go-to curry of choice at the moment?
Well, I am white, so I go for a butter chicken.
Oh.
As long as you're not going for a korma.
Is that going to score? Or we should have.
Korma is
Luckily,
not
he's a bit
food.
injured.
Korma's dog food. Disgusting.
Butter chicken, mate, yeah. Although I
What
pushed the
kind
boat
of-
out last time, I had some chili paneer, which was
I've got
very,
a feeling
very nice.
you're like me. You're a bit of a Peshwari nana, not a plain or a
There's a
garnish.
lot of
Peshwari.
Indian food over
I knew
there, right?
it.
And
I
didn't-
knew
didn't like
it.
Indian
Peshwari
food-
naan is powerful, not going to lie.
Yeah, I knew that. I could feel that.
like,
I
Indian
think this
food
is going to be
didn't
like our heaviest home defeat from what I'm seeing. This just looks like.
I got a feeling our discussion of different curries will be the highlight of the chat from now on.
It was last week. Last week, me and Anil were talking about our favourite chicken burgers.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that's
we
that's
go.
the only reason I've come along on a Watchalong.
Oh!
Oh my god!
This sums up the season, though.
So close!
Both posts straight to the
Pope's even
keeper.
laughing. He's like, "Oh my god, I was so shit. I almost conceded. I was offside anyway.
The season summarized.
He was offside anyway, lads. He can.
Jamie Vardy.
Ow!
Oh,
it's
Vardy,
Vardy
is
was
offside.
off. Yeah.
I think it would have been
Vardy
on. I
was
think
off.
it would have been on.
No,
It
he's
would have
off.
been on with
He's
VAR.
off. He's off. He's off. He's off. He's off. So, like, I don't think I can't remember the last time I saw that.
Was that a
Straight
toe
to the
poke?
keeper too.
I swear that was a toe poke.
I'm a chicken karahi, mate. I like chicken karahi myself at the moment. A little bit
Have
of
you
heat.
guys ever had kifla before?
Yes.
In the UK?
They're like cinnamon rolls, right? I don't think we do actually, but you can. Top 5 snacks. Are you saying the cinnamon rolls are up there? Are you, Andreas?
I mean, the thing is, they're normally very expensive, so I only buy them
in
when they're on
behind.
sale. But they're on sale now, and kifla, they are genuinely a top tier snack. Like it's a nice little cake, not too much, not too little, and not like full sweet as well.
Mexico.
Do you guys have like a big tradition for eating ramen in the UK? I really enjoy ramen. We don't have many places in the city I live in now, but Copenhagen have some good places.
I don't think
Chipotle
it's that
versus.
popular, is it? It's not that
the
popular
other
in the UK. Ramen.
It's really
it
good.
deserves to be better, but there's not many good places. There are some good ones in London.
That's
but
how
it's
we
not
have
like
it with
obviously.
Indian food in Denmark. Like the Indian food options
Yeah.
are very slim. I remember when the first Indian restaurant in my hometown opened up like 3-4 years ago. People were like, holy shit, Indian food that exists? They could.
I had to find an
And like
Indian.
that food was just okay, but once you've like tried good Indian food, which I think I've done once, you realize that,
Yeah.
like the local.
Nice.
Here we go.
Oh,
Indian
here
food in
comes
the
the
UK is pretty good. Leicester too. It's
Yeah,
got some pretty good places.
I'm sad I
Leicester's
didn't get
very
to
good.
try more of it when I was there. But like Indian
Leicester's
food,
very
You were just
good.
at
in
Nando's,
Denmark
weren't you,
is
mate?
good.
You were just at Nando's.
Yeah, I was at Nando's once. Well,
Oh my god.
let's follow through this corner here, though.
Bolton
Thomas,
Road,
I believe, is
Evington, Town,
waddling
some
his
good
way
spots
out
in
as the
Leicester.
penguin he is to strike the ball in the box.
Sean, is that butter
Effort.
chicken and pizza at the same time? Because if so, that's insane. That's like
My
peep
fa-
shows. Or
Well, Anil,
makes
my
sense.
favourite pizza is a tandoori chicken pizza. Fucking
What?
quality, mate. Yeah,
What?
mate,
I have a
Can't
gut
insane.
feeling here.
can't
I
have
have a gut
chicken
feeling.
on a
Follow this
pizza.
corner. Luke Thomas, that's actually not bad. Oh,
Can't have chicken on a pizza.
Jensen will pick
What
it
do you
up
mean
at the
you
end to the box.
Chicken on a pizza isn't right.
That's inside. Oh,
That's
I can't
not
get the
right.
cross through. He's just like
What are you
every other
talking
player like
about?
Carp.
No one has chicken on pizzas.
Hey, tuna pizza. Oh,
So, you're
Well, isn't it?
weird.
It's that Victor
man.
Christensen's had the haircut as well, isn't he? He looks even younger than usual.
somehow Patrick Dorgu makes VK look quite decent. To be fair, mate. he's a stinker. Dorgu is
he's
fucking
He's a lovely guy, though.
rubbish.
Luke
Don't
Thomas,
hate on
long throw.
Dorgu.
He's
Does
a
not
lovely
get
guy.
extended. I heard some ironic laughter there in the background from someone in the stands. Another woeful cross.
Oh, here we go.
Someone
Fast
picks it
break.
up, and now
One
the
against
counter is
five.
on,
We're in
and
Yeah,
trouble.
this is
One
why I
against
think
five.
that it just
One
it's
against
too
five, I know
easy.
it.
They can
It's all
score
right.
it.
One
They
against
can
five, it
genuinely
can
score
still
it. I think
develop
it's
it.
Jacob
Yeah.
Murphy, the fraud, putting in the cross, but that is just as bad as James Justin. A little bit of an impression there to round out the half.
If I was Jacob Murphy and I didn't get a hat trick, I would be upset with myself.
What do you mean, bro? Jacob Murphy shouldn't have touched a football. He's fucking woeful. Just
Yeah.
patting against little old Leicester. He's horrible.
See, everyone in the chat knows you can't have chicken on a pizza. You can't.
Chicken or
Tuna
mate.
pizza as
Tuna.
well.
Tuna
that is
is
banging,
tuna
mate.
is just
Oh,
mental. You
banging.
can't have tuna on a
Banging.
pizza. It'll
Mate,
stink.
it's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good.
That's like
Tuna on a pizza. Please,
cheap,
please,
cheap,
please.
dirty food. No,
No.
mate. You want?
Brits
It's
love
got to
to
be
smack
some
tuna.
form of pepperoni or salami for sure. Maybe Italian sausage, chorizo, that kind of thing.
I like a
Best pizza place in the UK.
I can't
Papa
join you in that
John's.
conversation.
All right, in Europe, give me what have we got in Denmark?
We don't have many pizza chains. We have like local pizzerias. We have some good Italians. Ones.
Yeah, that's the best tier as well. That's kind of cheating because they're obviously going to be better. I mean, of the mainstream
We
ones.
don't have much like with a stone oven. But I was actually a really big pizza nerd when 5 years ago.
There's a shout for Costco pizza. Not bad. £9 for the giant one is a bargain. I can tell you.
Oh, hello. Oh.
I only actually this might sound weird, but when I try a new pizza place, the first time I go there, I always order ingredients because that is how you truly
Do you like?
base ingredients.
What about Italian thin or
Also,
deep and thick? How do you like it, Dak?
deep and thick? No, I mean, depends on the style you want, right? If you're to Neapolitan, and by the way, don't start talking about dicks here. You're a grown man, bro. You have kids as well. Embarrassing.
I'll tell you what, though. Listen to this. Before half time, right? And Nil and Manny, Doc was like, for some reason, his mind was blown that we have milk in our tea. He didn't understand it.
Yeah,
He didn't understand milk in tea.
But I think the two most normal styles of pizza would probably be, I think the most common one we actually eat over like where we are. That is very much similar to to the likes of like New York style pizza. And if you get Italian, I think the most common one is Neapolitan, where it's a bit more wet and a bit more soggy. The dough isn't really crispy. Like, it's meant to be wet because you put fresh mozzarella on it, which isn't pasteurized really well. And like so that fat then drips out when you cook it, and meat leaves like a really soggy bottom. So you eat it with a knife and fork.
I'm thinking about bringing a new spicy range. I'm going to call it P Diddy.
Who's
pizza.
the most likely out of all of us to go to Waitrose? That's the current chat.
It's it. Manny, 100%.
Waitrose lowbrow, mate. M&S only. Waitrose has gone downhill the last 5-10 years. M&S all the way. Love it.
You wouldn't be
actually, that is a bit of a lie, because I was in Waitrose today, but only to buy some asparagus. That's how posh I am.
Fucking hell. I'm surprised. Yeah, that's mad.
I generally go to Sainsbury's, but I will admit I have been to Waitrose this week because there's one near the train station near where I am. So
M&S food, as someone in the chat, Travel Sick just said in the chat, is outrageously good.
Cheer up, lads! It was only 3-0 at half time. Can definitely say that's a vast improvement on nothing.
There's a football game going on.
Well, if anyone's religious right now, stop fucking praying, guys. We need Monger on in the half. Ricardo Pereira as well. Ask whatever God you believe in.
I've said this to Locks. The takeaway from this half is, I've said this before to Locks and the BTG chat, M&S milk chocolate cookies. I'm serious. You in the chat, next time you're out there, you're having a look around, there's a bag of about 5 of them. They are spectacular.
Oh my god! This is when Manny said not Waitrose, M&S. Sorry, comment. Yeah.
How dare you insult me?
If you've ever seen it, there's a Twitter account called Overheard in Waitrose. It's pretty funny when you see that one.
Listen, I want to ask you all this now. It sounds ridiculous I'm asking this, but what would you do at halftime? Is it just bring Monger on, give him 45 minutes?
Yes, 100%.
Yes. At this point, it's all about like experimentation, right? Try something different, get someone on who we know will probably keep next season, build some fitness on Ricky for the next games as well, right? Get him 45 minutes, get Monger 45 minutes.
Take Thomas off. Take Thomas off the bloody pitch and put an attacker on. We don't need 3 at the bloody back, right? Thomas is garbage.
We don't need to watch this. Genuinely, we should just close this off and start like discussing food or something, man. This is horrible. I'd definitely rather sit here and like evaluate the recent stock market crash or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm in Wales. We barely have civilization. Never mind. I'll tell you a funny story actually, because obviously I grew up in Wales. I used to get excited when I used to go to like Swansea, like one of the cities, and see an escalator when I was younger, because where I lived, there were no escalators. Where I lived in Wales, there was no escalators.
Yeah, every time you got a new pair of Wellington boots, you know, you can do a few things.
Who wants to respond to this?
No, we shouldn't apologize. Keep Cooper. Yeah. We've been over this before, Mr. Potato. There's a great video on our channel where we talk about that.
I'm sure I saw Mr. Potato on an episode of Peppa Pig. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's true.
What I want to say though about the whole escalator thing, right? In my city as well, we had 50,000 people living in the city I grew up in. We didn't have an escalator until the local store I worked at got one, because they had all the pensioners and they had to go up the stairs, and that actually stopped customers from coming in. So they invested in an escalator.
Is this why Victor Christensen gets too scared high up the pitch?
He's been our best defensive player today. And that's saying something, because he's been shy.
What do you think he's going to do with Daka? Because I feel like Daka has simultaneously been our worst player, but also the one most likely to score. It's a bit of a weird one. He's genuinely been awful. You could say he should have a 0 out of 10, but he's obviously not just of that chance. He had like another. Well, he that skied it as well, didn't he? Difficult one.
Mate, you stick any one of us on the pitch for 15 or 5-6 games in a row, the ball's going to drop to us to get one chance. We might duff it. I'd say that chance, like Daka, where he absolutely missed the ball entirely, that would be me. What difference is there between me and he up front? You cross the ball, he misses it, I miss it. Makes no difference.
We're sorry, man. We're sorry, Wolfie.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, though, like all of this, we're calling out names here. No, name a player who's played well this half. You can't. There's no reason for me
to Wout Fast, I know this can sound the same, but every time I've seen him, he's been committed, he's been putting some tackles in, and his direct person, as in the inside right channel where he protects, there's not really been huge threats from that.
Didn't he get fucking skinned by Joe Linton for the third goal, by the way? He got skinned by fucking Joe Linton.
You might be right.
Manny, will you do this if we
Right.
score a goal? Will you sing "Mysterious Girl" like Pierre Andre?
If he super chats $5,000, I'll do it.
Come on, if we score a goal.
Do you know? I tell you, it's true. I've seen Peter Andre live
No way.
at Crystal's nightclub when he was doing the tour for that very song in about.
Wow.
I'm gonna say 1996. He played there along with Sash. Does anyone remember Sash?
Oh yeah.
Encore
and Four. Yeah.
Encore and Four. They both played at Crystal's. I saw them both.
All right,
What
what if Monger scores?
I
No,
think if
I'm
Monger
not
scores, Lux has to open the Vardy chips, actually.
I'm not a dancing bear. I don't perform. Just because
Okay.
somebody asks.
Did a Leeds United
This is
come in here and
this.
say,
I'm
Vardy
M&S.
is
You have to pay if you want this.
crazy?
What did you
Why
say?
do we have
Doug?
Leeds United passion in the chat, bro? Shouldn't you be worried about dropping to fucking Luton? Then?
Oh, Wolfie went to Backstreet Boys. VIP, no doubt. Yeah, backstage passes and the whole thing, I think. Which one was your favourite, Wolfie? Was it Justin? Be honest.
We need to go back to those conversations about Kendrick Lamar performing outside the Holiday Inn and the King Power. Like, we need to go back to the good old days of just bantering, man.
I was going to say,
Mr. Fatal. I mean, actually, I think we should play. What is the song? "Love Will Tear Us Apart" again by whatever.
Forget the football. Let's just have a chat about something else. Who's the best
That's actually a
three
good
music
song,
concerts you've been to? Anil.
fucking hell.
I was lucky that I went to the Oasis one in Nebworth when there was almost 200,000 people.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you, there were so many people, you really couldn't see anything, but atmosphere was pretty good. The other two, I'm probably going to get massively judged by the rest of the panel, but you gotta live with it, haven't you? So Lincoln Park in Milton Keynes when I was younger, I loved them. They were very, very good. Oh, you can say what you want, but Chester Bennington, R.I.P. That guy, what an insane voice live. And then
I have a fact I'm very proud of in terms of concerts. I've been to a Queen concert.
Morning. I want to give my number 3 before I pass on to you, Andres. So just quickly, I was super lucky because I live kind of near Camden. This is many years ago. And I was just in a pub and there was a surprise gig. So, that's when they just start playing. You don't know who it's going to be. And you can't make this up. It was the Killers. And it was about 1 year before they broke out. And I remember at the time thinking, wow, these guys are good. I see a future for them. And then, of course, Mr. Brightside and everything like that. So there's my top 3.
Are they the ones that made Mr. Brightside? That's the only song I know from them. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. This made me realize how old you guys are. That is shocking. The Killers. I didn't know that name until you mentioned the song, Mr. Brightside.
€2. Pathetic.
€2.
€2.
What are you poor shaming for in this economy? Did you see
€2? Forget it.
Sorry, no. Manny thinks he's donated €2 to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah, €2 definitely isn't going to get money to perform.
Das ist nicht genug.
I'll say this as well, man. Like, in terms of the football today, Trump's tariff has made me lose $2,000 in pounds.
Wow.
But this has hurt me more. Watching this out of football, I'd rather lose another $2,000, mate. Like, actually, Tom, could you please put another 50% tariff on Europe or whatever you're about to do, man?
All right, fair enough.
You absolutely delusion me. But, man.
He's 16. Well, just
Mr. Fatal.
steal your father's credit card. What are you doing? Gary Glitter at Leicester Uni.
Dude, I mean,
I don't think we want to go.
Doug, don't ask.
Let's not go into that one. That's a dark time in Dorco's life.
I heard a new record got smashed at Wembley, actually. 90k.
I brought the comment up before I read it.
Oh, you can't take. You better take that one down.
But I will say, like, it's actually a fact that I'm very proud of. I got to see like the actual Queen perform. It wasn't obviously with Freddie Mercury. I'm a bit too young for that, right? But I actually got to see the Queen, the Queen perform. That was crazy.
The Queen
like
or Queen?
It's not
Which
the Queen,
one?
just Queen.
I mean, both of them before she died. Bring fucking
What was she
Queen Elizabeth
doing?
the second up on stage. He was hitting the Queen.
Was this some kind of Amsterdam style show that you were watching at the time or something? Someone dressed up.
All right. Okay, now. Sticky Lizzie.
She was called a Queen. It was something entirely different.
Did you guys ever see the clip of Arsenal fans complaining they lost the league due to the Queen dying and the games getting delayed? I saw an Arsenal fan say that's one of the reasons they lost the title.
Arteta, classic. Come on, Locks.
What subject is being discussed in this dressing room?
By the way,
Probably
let me
their
say,
fruit or something.
I was
O'Connor.
gonna say Kate's just sent a photo in the chat of her notifications on the phone. The Leicester admin, we've plenty of work to do in the second half. I mean,
Well, technically not wrong. Technically not wrong.
I am convinced the social media man has been chained to a chair and forced to sit there and tweet those things while John Rutkin slightly spanks him if he doesn't write exactly what he wants.
Bring that Trump and Onions comment up, will you, Lux?
no, oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were on about the one above.
Hold on. Did you take them or did they take you? He's been coming for me. So fair enough.
Wow, Ray saw Frank Sinatra perform live. That's cool, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Even I know who that guy.
That's pretty epic. Lux, top three.
My top three, what?
Have you been paying attention to the last 5 minutes?
Well, I don't know if we're talking about supermarkets, chicken burgers,
live concerts,
Tory moments.
You're gonna really take the. I'm about to get pelters.
Spice Girls. That's my prediction.
I'm about to say the worst.
Oh no! Can I guess? Let me guess. I bet you it's Taylor Swift.
No. I'm about to say the worst thing I've ever said on this stream. I've only been to 2 concerts before, and they were both Ollie Murs.
Nah.
It is Ollie Murs.
Did your missus make you go?
It's more embarrassing than Dak finishing.
The first time, I was like 16, and I went with my mum and my sister. And the second time, I won free tickets on Gem Radio. So if they're free, I've got to go. You know.
Who is he?
Although I did enter the competition, so
it's a bit
What
dark.
does that guy mean?
That says it all. He's like he won some reality TV show contest.
He came second on X Factor.
Oh my god, he
didn't
didn't even
actually
win.
go on. You are horrible. You are a horrible, slimy little human being.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe
I did try and get away
Fair
with
enough,
tickets.
mate, Fair enough.
Well,
Wonder how many
yours-
guys have left at halftime. I wonder how many. I mean, actually, all right, mate. Probably not many are left, Keith.
I was going to say, it's funny, actually, Manny, from what you said about Peter Andre. I actually saw Peter Andre in Egypt. Crazy, right? So I was on a holiday in Egypt, and we went out of like the hotel to this little town, and there was an outdoor stage, and Peter Andre was performing. I wasn't in there, but I could hear him. So yeah,
Well, I went to a concert by accident. Actually, I went to the 07 Cricket World Cup in the Caribbean with the boys.
Cricket World Cup,
And we were actually moored off one of the big harbours in Barbados, and they had a live concert at the only jetty that we could get into. So they're setting up a concert. We don't know who's playing. Honestly, we didn't have a clue. We've been on it all day drinking. So we go to watch a concert, and there's these 3 girls come on the stage, big girls, right? But they're wearing like Ali G surround. We would have them in their backdrop singers. They're wearing like fishnet clothing. They're virtually naked, wearing all sort of bondagey weird gear. I was like, what kind of concert is this? Sean Paul comes out and starts doing his rapping and starts slapping these girls. I was like, Jesus Christ.
who is Sean Paul?
what?
Come on, you got to know who that is.
Oh my!
Is it the guy who says Sean Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the giveaway, Duck, when he said that.
A person. That's a person. I didn't think it was a name. I thought you were
Is Sean Paul the guy who says Sean Paul?
No, but until I heard the name Sean Paul, I didn't realize he said a name. I thought it was Sean Paul.
Best concert ever. Go on. You go.
What were you going to say?
Best concert ever. I saw him 6 times. Prince was the best I've ever seen. Hands down.
Prince?
Prince, saw him 6 times. Massive Prince fan, me. I saw him when I was 13 years old. First time I went, NEC.
I thought that was idiot.
He was the best. Second best, James Brown. Saw him twice. When he was still alive, he was amazing. Third one, I don't know. Maybe George Michael, because I'm a big George Michael fan. Love George. He was pretty good. I saw him once.
That's Careless Whisper, right? That's Careless Whisper.
It's a bit more than that, but yes. George is classic.
Duran
Duran about 6 times as well. Love Duran, but I'm showing my age.
Let me ask this question, football related. We'll go round. I'll start with you, Anil. Our top 3 players from this season. You have to pick 3.
I have to pick 3.
What do you say? 2 subs, Mavididi and Facundo Buonanotte.
Well, where's Monger? Give me the Monger. Mads Hermanson number one by
What
miles.
did he do to his hair? Why does he have? Oh my god! What? is
2
that?
Ndidi, 3. I don't
Nick
know.
DeMarco.
Bilal.
Well, yeah, you said players. If you've got to play the guest thing, yeah, Bilal, number 3. To be honest, I'd probably put Bilal above Wolf actually.
I'll say Hermanson and Ndidi, and then probably Facundo for just the first half of the season.
I think this will shock you actually. My number 1, Yannick Vestergaard. My number 2. I'm joking. Number 1 is Hermanson, of course. There's no doubt about that. Number 2, I think, like circling around that maybe area, you have the Ndidis. You have your likes of El Kanouche. You have a Jamie Vardy who had a solid period at the beginning as well. And I think Fatawu also had a few games where he was decisive. I think Ndidi for his strong beginning and decent mid-season. And then number 3, you probably take Bilal, but I think Bilal has changed as many games as Fatawu managed to do at the beginning of the season. So you could pick between those two.
Manny, top 3.
I mean, Mads was brilliant in the first half of the season, but since the injuries, he's not been quite as brilliant. No, I'm not having a pop at Mads. It's not his fault. Nothing's his fault this season. But in terms of consistently, who's been our better player every week? I'm biased, so I'm going to say Wilf number 1.
Oh, you were fraud, mate.
Mads number 2, Bilal number 3. Everyone else, I wouldn't even put anywhere in the equation.
The way it's going, Jeremy Monger is going to get player of the season for playing like 2 minutes or something.
I do agree with the.
Shouldn't we all just go with Jeremy Monger, actually? Nah,
they don't listen. We all voted for Smithies, didn't we? And they gave it to... Who did they give it to?
Performance of the season, Fatawu, half an hour cameo against Southampton. Just reminded me of what we've been missing all year. I missed that guy so much.
Just to wait, what's that? Blocked on Twitter, blocked on YouTube. Can't even come here to us. Just to be clear, so it's Mavididi and Buonanotte who have come on, and is that so? Who is it for? Daka and
He'd have taken Bilal off, I bet.
Bilal.
I'll have a little check.
No, Bilal's still there.
He's taken off Victor and Daka, and he's brought on Facundo and Steffi.
Okay.
Oh, finally. Okay, so we've got Steffi,
4-2-3-1.
This is the
has he
three
changed
in
the formation?
Finally! Okay, so this is... When we concede 3 goals, this is my team that I wanted. Bilal, Mavididi, and Buonanotte as our middle 3. So
maybe that opens it up for Monger to come on later on.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Luke Thomas left back, JJ right back, and a flat back 4, right?
Yeah, because he can make the change later for Bilal for Monger, and obviously then Facundo will go in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And Monger off the right. So
for what little it's worth, this is my preferred starting lineup at the moment, apart from Luke Thomas and Cody.
My preferred lineup was Jeremy Monger, mate.
Let me see. How many minutes since you've last scored a goal? I think it's now approaching 700 minutes. Just
it's past 11 hours is what I've heard.
Yeah, Manny, will you do the worm if we get a goal?
What's all this chit chat that I'm some kind of Tory? I might,
yes, okay, I'm
bloody Tory.
Not
not Labour either, by the way. Before you
top Tory lineup. Yeah, he's not Labour.
Top Tory lineup.
Manny isn't.
I'd go Hasseltine 1, Portillo 2.
It's not just Nigel Farage count as a Tory. Wasn't he that before he went to Reform?
No, he's not a Tory.
I was going to say, Manny said he's not a Tory or Labour, he's Reform.
Reform.
Did you guys see the thing that happened outside the Reform meetup where they put Vladimir Putin on the billboard alongside Nigel Farage?
I think they're going to score up this free kick.
Actually, you would laugh. I'm sure you would laugh very much at my party of choice. Green Party.
Someone from United come in.
Really?
Green Party, because that's the biggest issue there is out of everything else, and I'm more worried about the world for my grandchildren than I am for myself. How's that?
I'll tell you what,
Rachel Reeves has done me, but let's not get into that.
Yeah, Manny, there's some people on the channel who do like you, so I would stop talking politics, otherwise they will turn.
I'm not afraid to mix it with these lot.
Locks, do you think, or for all of us, do you think Leicester's next goal will be in the Championship? Yes, I do. I do.
I think we'll score before that. We'll get.
Yeah, we'll probably get an OG or something. I reckon this though. I reckon we'll get a penalty in some game and Vardy will miss it.
We'll celebrate like we've won the fucking league, though. That's for sure.
Oh, Vardy's in behind.
He looked off there, but all right.
It's Wolfie's coming for me today as well, honestly.
What was that from Vardy?
Look, can't you enjoy your last few weeks in the top 4, Wolfie, before you bottle it? I mean, why are you having to come to enjoy our misery? I mean, if I were you, I'd be sweating about those fixtures because I watched you against Villa and your boys took one hell of a beating. You're looking tired. You're looking like a squad player.
They were good in the second half. Second half, mate.
Chris Wood has
here we
lost.
go.
Chris Wood has lost his wood.
Horrible pass and then we squandered it. Trigger press, win it back. Will we do anything with it?
Yeah, let's see what happens there.
Yeah, Wolfie, I've thought of a title for our stream.
2 people does pretty well get it down the touchline. Jamie Vardy, it's in the box, but
forget it.
Wolfie,
listen,
Wolfie, we should do it between me and you. Will Forrest bottle top 4? That should be the title of our stream.
Let's actually try and follow this corner here, guys. Maybe we could get a goal from this. Who's going to take it?
We're not going to score. Give up. Not going to score.
Namadidi looks cold.
I've got that gut feeling. This game could be the game we get some shitty goal. We've had 6 corners. Jesus Christ.
I'm actually a bit surprised that Newcastle haven't taken a game to us more, but I mean, just show you don't need to.
They should switch off. Last thing they want now is an injury trying to go for an extra.
Yeah.
What's their goal difference though? Maybe goal difference. It will play a bit of a part. And this is an opportunity for them.
12 hours now since the goal, Jesus.
It's probably been more, to be honest.
13 plus 6.
If we lose 4-1 and Monger scores a goal, I mean that's a win, right? That's a win for us.
Yeah, we'd take that.
I think I'd take 7-1, 8-1, just one. I'd take 7-1 over 4-0.
Just a quick bit of homework for everybody in the chat. So on YouTube, there's over 291 of you. Make sure to hit the like button and make sure to hit subscribe.
He's off, yeah.
Another question for Wolfie: What's the record for the longest drought? I think I went about 18 months in my early 20s. It was a tough time.
What are you talking about? Oh, okay.
He's mate.
Yeah.
Wake up, you lot! Honestly, time zone.
Top Defo told the players that goal bonuses would bankrupt the club.
That's why they don't keep the clean sheets.
The Peter Andre haircut. The Peter Andre haircut. I love it.
It's got that unspoken race. What is that talking about? Indeed, on the dance floor.
It's the similar 6-pack that they're really attracted to. It's just covered by a couple of boobs and a massive lump of fat.
It's all within, right? It's all within. Ooh, I want to
here we go.
They should take Isak off. Why have they got Isak an injury concern? The last thing they want to do is lose him. We are not coming back in this game. And you're a bench striker on. If I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be actually getting annoyed now. Like, why are you keeping this guy on the pitch? Definitely.
Did you see Callum Wilson also had the potential to be the newest, the most recent winner of the Benteke Trophy? Because he hasn't scored since April last year.
We should look at him,
Callum Wilson. So that should be what in the Championship. You taking a piss?
Reduce our average age.
Nah, he's too injury prone. He's obviously a good player, but
he wouldn't come anywhere. He wouldn't come to the Championship. Yeah. You could see him at one of the newly promoted teams next season.
Yeah.
Namadidi. Oh, see, what is that?
Swing and a miss.
Danish got retweeted the 3-0 goal and said, "Mission impossible for
go on!" Oh,
clean sheet with the state of this Leicester defense, tragic.
Wilf.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in big pain. He's in big pain. He felt there. He felt really.
Wolf smashed someone. Bruno, he's got a clip in the eye. It's not much.
Oh, is that it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think so.
That's bullshit, by the way. Wilf's turned him. Turned him. And he's gone down like a sack of shit. They're checking VAR.
Probably just got a strange thing. I mean, it's absolutely nothing. It wasn't even in the eye. It was on the side of the face. He wasn't even looking at him. It's just look at him sticking his hand up.
So why have we stopped play?
He's crying like a fucking
He
bitch.
didn't give a foul. He didn't give a foul.
Game's gone soft. A
'Cause
head
he-
injury. Head injury.
Because he's holding his head. Yeah.
Head injury.
He's a bit of a dirty cunt, isn't he?
He is.
He's not worth 100
he's a
million.
dirty player. Will Spetter any money, I bet, in your mind?
I wouldn't go that far.
Soft players these days. Rob is scared of bringing Monger on. Honestly, I'm still convinced. By the way, it's all PR. They just wanted bombs on seats. They wanted fans to think, you know what, Monger might get on today. I'm going to go to the ground and watch him. I'm convinced that's what it was, man.
No, I think he'll be forced to play him now. I think
he's never going to give him 40 minutes. I don't think he'll ever give him half an hour. It's 10, 15 minutes max. So maybe.
I mean, at this point in time, why not? I mean, no one's gonna.
He's warming up. Someone says.
Yeah.
We need someone in the. Could someone in the crowd who's listening to us, rather than watch the game, can just do a bit of a Jeremy Monger watch? Tell us if he gets up. Tell us if he starts running about, warming up. I'm going to start watching around the bench area, not the game. Let's see if he starts warming up.
It'll be more interesting than the match, that's for sure.
Oh, you're blowing for the offside as well. Might as well just blow yourself off, ref. You're fucking horrible.
Vardy's having a stinker tonight as well, though. I'll say that much.
I mean, you could look through the whole lineup. Everyone's in shite.
Yeah, Facundo's got some fucking haircut from the 1950s, hasn't he? What the fuck?
Some old school Evita Peron
Throwback.
haircut.
Yeah.
What's Evita Peron's husband's name? What's his first name?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh, you young people, honestly.
Would anybody take Farker next season?
No.
Man.
Juan Peron.
Ooh, I want to dance with Samara. Charlie's definitely bet on himself this game, man. I want to feel the heat with Samara. I want to dance with Samara.
I like that. It's good, Duck. Keep going, Duck. It's good.
I remember that, man.
I think knowing Samara, he would just stand there and do nothing and be 10 yards off where you are.
That's how he looks
leaving
at
you, leaving you completely unmarked on the dance floor. That's what I think would happen.
Samara has been woeful this season. I mean,
we need some more. Let's have more Leicester City players in song titles, please. Come on, Chop. What have you got?
I missed the straight back up song. I missed the straight back up. My friend has been mocking me all year with straight back down.
Go on, Facundo. Nice. Go on, Mavi. Put Mavididi through. Okay.
It's a bit of a pass, and then the 5-man back will be
just a 3-on-6 break there.
3-on-9 break. It's absolutely devastating. Mavididi scores one though, tries to nutmeg, but
I think when Luke Thomas gets the ball, they should always the person who works at the ground should just play Thomas the Tank Engine theme just for 5 seconds. Do 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 do. Luke Thomas and friends.
What do you think goes through the mind of the host on the Leicester City channel? You know, the guy that's about as interesting as Ready Solid Crisps. Is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, mate. Fucking hell. Bobby D. Cordova Reed's warming up. Can you imagine he comes on instead of Monger? Can you imagine? I think they could. Oh my god!
Ooh.
I think if that sub happened, there would be a match.
Fuck off, man. Surely I don't want to be here then.
Listen to Danny, people. Smash a like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, please.
At the present time, I feel ashamed to be a Leicester fan.
That's a red card. Could have been killed. Bruno Guimaraes, man. You might as well have just killed his whole family and bloodline. Thomas the Tank Engine, Thomas the Waffler, man. Let's get a podcast. That's kind of Cody, though.
Brilliant band of Police. Police are superb. Someone mentioned
doing well, boys.
Shouts in the chat, boys. I'm gonna say,
as that guy put above those, we don't attack the second half, and neither do other teams. They need to. It's just playing out the game, really.
Someone in the chat earlier said they went to a Dire Straits concert. Would have loved that.
Thomas
I
the
would
way.
love that.
Okay,
Describe.
when we advance the ball, look at the right then and see if we can see who's warming up, okay? Next time Newcastle get on
Go
attack.
on.
Now, and Didi finds plenty of
Oh,
space.
not the
Now
best
take him
pass.
on. Watch him cut inside. He's got to go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. He'll cut inside. Don't do
Repetition.
anything. What is
For
that?
the foolish, that's a horrible
Get to the
cross.
touchline. Step over. Touchline. Left foot
James
cross.
Justin, can you do one better? No, he cannot. He can't get in the box. We go back. Lyle Knuth picking up the ball, looking for the cross. Can he do one better? And yes, he can. Gets it in the box. Now Mavadidi picks it up on the edge. Has another
corner.
opportunity for a cross. Third one in a row.
Oof. That's how we'll get it. It'll be some scam goal like that, won't it? It'll be a.
For eighth corner for us, and we've had, I believe, 0 XG from corners this game. Absolutely shocking.
Wow.
Even George in the end. I mean, might as well just take Manny in it until the end. Now,
Catching strays there, man.
Yeah, watch it, Doug. I don't respect these kids these days.
yeah, you're right.
Uncalled for.
I have to respect the elders.
So you can't argue with pre-puberty.
No, sadly we can't.
No,
I
we
don't know
can't
if you
get
saw this, but Southampton had a relegation party in the
That's actually not bad. Ooh,
concourse
Mind
after
you,
they got relegated. It's
there was
kind of
one
funny.
question I did ask Doug before the stream started, but I didn't get an answer. But maybe it's a bit inappropriate.
No, let's not go there.
Look at me, man.
Tell you, I'm just saying. Danish mum, Danish
There's
mums,
your answer.
Yeah.
Danish mums, pretty hot.
I don't think we're gonna get relegated. I think we're gonna get relegated against Liverpool next Sunday, a week on Sunday.
Wolves will be the one because that's a huge swing, isn't it? Then there.
Just can't
Yeah.
lose. Just can't get relegated to.
I think the
Forest.
way the Wolves are
That
going, they're
can't
not
be
even
the
going to
game.
finish fourth from bottom. They might finish above that. To be honest, they done well.
West Ham.
I
I told
agree
you
with
Potter. By the way, I told you Graham Potter was a fraud. I told you, we were being linked with him time after time.
Everything high and mighty.
He's
Look at what
absolute
we play,
rubbish.
bro. It's
Graham
one sack
Potter.
of shit or another sack of poo, mate. It's all garbage.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
exactly.
Potter's got to be likely to be one of the ones to go first sacking next season.
Absolute
That's a
rubbish,
decent board,
Potters.
actually. Luke Thomas might
Listen
have
to
been
this.
waking up so much he finally found
The,
out how to do it.
There's just been a tweet. The last time Leicester City scored a home league goal, Gary O'Neill was still Wolves manager and Russell Martin was still at Southampton.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, is this 4?
How many managers will Southampton go through before we score again?
Oh, good tackle, Steffi Mavadidi, putting a tackle in at the edge of the box. People say
No,
you don't
Condo's
never get
straight.
back.
Condo's
It
straight.
definitely made a big difference compared to the.
Oh, he's fallen on his wrist, has he?
Yeah, stop him off, dead Monger on instead.
Yeah, good idea.
Top 3 hated teams from all feet. Easy. Number 1, Villa. Number 2, Spurs. Number 3, West Ham.
Spurs? What do you hate Spurs for? It's never irrelevant.
Because the fan base are so, they think they're top 6, but they're not top 6 because you don't actually.
might be the English
They
thing, right?
never ever win a
Ever.
thing, so you
I have a
can't be
few
top
friends who
6
support
in
Tottenham,
anything.
and I feel bad for them. Like, I feel bad for the friends I have with Tottenham fans. I'd rather be a Leicester fan
They're
than
so
be them.
smug as well.
No, they're not smart, dude. Every time I see my friends as a Tottenham fan, he looks more and more depressed, bro. Even more depressed than I am watching this sack of shite every weekend.
Villa are my most hated only because when I was a young lad, Brian Little was manager, and we had a brilliant player, Doug. His name was. We had a brilliant player. We signed him for 3.25 million when we got promoted. He played one season. We got relegated, but he was player of the season. He was superb. His name was Mark Draper. Absolutely brilliant midfielder, cultured, fantastic. I was like, this guy's absolutely brilliant. And then Villa took him after 1 year. And then we used to have Julian Joachim up front, who was one of our star players. And then Villa took him. And then Villa took Brian Little, the manager himself. So ever since then, I was like, Villa are the ones it's like, oh, here's our little old neighbour. Whenever they've got something good, we can just take it off them. And I was always annoyed that Villa were able to do that. So I never liked Villa after that. Forest never really have taken any of our players. So I've always disliked Derby more than Forest. I never really saw the Forest sort of hatred thing, mainly because I've got a few Forest mates as well. But it's always players who take our players. Like at the moment, I don't like Chelsea a lot because they take a lot of our players.
Raid us. Yeah.
It's whoever directly takes most of our players that don't like it. Like, another reason I don't like Spurs because they took Maddison and gave us Skip in Winks in return.
I mean, that's
That's a
on
good
us
reason.
though, isn't it?
I'll
That's
say-
just.
I think
Retarded,
like
innit?
for me, Coventry and Leeds definitely are in the top 3.
Oh, I hate
If
Leeds.
we're talking from a
Leeds-
Leicester perspective, I definitely have Brøndby up there as well in my top 3. But that's because they're rivals to Copenhagen.
Oh,
Who's that pass? Who's that
Oh,
pass?
what
Who's the
ball was that?
pass?
Thomas,
It was
yeah.
Thomas. Oh my
Yeah.
god! It's a 5-yard
Thomas the
straight pass.
Wank Engine.
You can't do nickname it.
Wolfie said, "Don't worry, bro. No one will be taking any of your players now."
Oh, it's true.
Mate, Seltz is not as good as Hermansen, Wolfie.
Lux loves
Wolfie
me.
Wolfie thinks they've got the best centre back partnership in Europe.
I genuinely think Nottingham Forest have got such a shit team, bro. Go through their starting 11 is horrible.
For any team outside the Champions League, he might be right.
Nah, as he fuck.
Nah, I'm joking. Mind you, that
I mean, they've been playing well, Nottingham Forest, right? They're clinical, they're doing well, but no way their kids are getting debuts, by the way, but not ours. Is that showdown stuff? 5 million quid on Football Manager. He's won the Champions League twice with me.
Or is that Matt? No, it's Matt. No, Sean, isn't it? Where's Matty these days?
I recognize my junior when I see
him. Forest to win the 25-26 UCL. What the fuck is going on in the chat? I don't know what's going on here. Jesus.
I think Forest will fall quicker than some of the other clubs that went up there. I don't think their squad is good enough. Depends on their recruitment, of course, but they have.
They'll spend like crazy though. I think in the summer.
Crazy in their recruitment.
Their owner is willing to fork out that.
I think Forest have overperformed to such a strong degree that they need to recruit heavily. I'm gonna say fair play to them. They take their chance. They're clinical every game, and it's absolutely like it is completely fair play. But I don't think the general level, the average level of the players they have, should be where they are. So they've definitely overperformed, in my opinion. And they'll need to recruit well to not end up doing a Leicester.
I'm serious. I'm serious. They're not going to make Champions League. I'm not saying that for any hatred reasons. I just genuinely don't think it will happen. I think there's echoes of those Brendan seasons where they've been there all season, have deserved to qualify for it, but in the end they'll just run out of a bit of steam at the end, and I think they might get pipped. There's some serious people chasing them, and it's like Man City don't have European distractions. Chelsea have only got Mickey Mouse European distraction. Newcastle don't have any real distraction or on fire. So I think two of those.
They're certainly not getting distracted in this game from this pathetic showing from Leicester.
Cruising, aren't they? This is cruising.
It's true. The game has hit a dead patch, and this happens in a lot of our games where in the second half it's just a non-event because the opposition are like, just don't take any risks. Just make them play it safety first. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Guys, top right. Is Monger warming up in that group, or they just watching the game? But he's there.
This is the only reason Duck's still here. He just wants.
Yeah, he just wants to say I was here when Jeremy Monger played before he went to Man City and.
82nd minute. 82nd minute.
Give him 15 at least, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm convinced it's going to be Bobby Reid. I'm convinced it's going to be Bobby
Genuinely. The things I want to say right now, if Bobby Reid comes on, I can't be able to say it. The channel will be taken down.
No, I don't think it will, mate. We've had Luke on. Fucking Luke's been on the channel for months, and none of them have been taken down. Apart from when he ended the stream that time on deadline day. Oh,
he ended the deadline day stream, man. That was crazy.
By the way, actually, we should probably say to the people in the chat who are wondering, the reason Luke isn't here, he's getting married. He's on his stag do and all of that good stuff. Yeah, he's getting married. So yeah, he'll be back next week.
All about that. That's great. I mean,
why do you allow? Sorry, let me just answer this, Doc. Because it's an open space. If anybody is trolling or spamming,
maybe wait. Please. I mean, number 63, whoever that kid is, almost. You can go back to the car.
Look, where's your compassion? Forest fans have had to suck it up for about 30 years.
Oh,
let them have their one moment in the sun. Look, they've been sitting there watching us dominate for 10 seasons quietly in the Championship, getting nowhere. I mean, even they've had to suffer Steve Cooper as well. Have a bit of charity in your life. Let them have their one moment. They're going to choke top 4 anyway, and then we'll get to laugh at the end too.
All right.
All good.
What's worse, watching Leicester or getting married?
I can't wait to
Happily married over here. A brilliant day. Loved it.
Yeah, come on,
we'll do it all again. We'll do it all again. Apart from the cost.
Steve Cooper rude. I mean,
Steve Cooper, obviously, has to be. If you have to pick one, it's going to be Steve, isn't it? You got to pick Steve Cooper out of them two. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, come on, Rude. I think right now Rude is statistically even worse than Russell Martin.
He probably is.
Wolfie, we completed domestic football, mate. You haven't done that. You haven't won the Premier League.
Save it for the stream. Save it. Your little back and forth with Wolfie. We'll save it.
It's going to be like Rocky 3, although Wolfie's more like Mickey the trainer.
Yeah. What have we
Why
got
would
left?
bring long balls over the top? They've got Dan fucking Burn, bro. They've got.
I know. You called that before the game as well. You were saying that's exactly what's going to happen as well. Absolute mismatch.
See, that's better. A high press, and then we do something quickly. No, a few too sluggish passes.
Where's wide left? Stick wide, Mavididi. Stay touchline. Get touchline. Get touchline. Now we got width both sides. You've got options. Finally.
It's interesting. He shifted Bilal out to the right hand side, though, isn't it?
That's what I've been screaming because Facundo can't play right.
Yeah,
Facundo should play central.
I mean, he should have done
Bilal's
this
the most flexible. That's what I said. Bilal on the right,
games ago,
Mavididi on the left. Interchange the two wingers for every 10 minutes.
One bad pass, and they are now having a 2-on-3 situation. Isak out to Jacob Murphy, the fraud. What will he do with it? Like it? Probably absolutely nothing. Yeah, horrible pass. It looked like James Justin, mate.
Question. So yeah, they've moved Bilal out right. That's to make space for Jeremy.
Yeah. No, it is. It definitely is.
Or Bobby probably.
Nah, can't believe he will. Well, actually, I could. That's the problem, isn't it?
That is like. Do you remember in the early days under Steve Cooper when we played Walsall in the cup and a fan ran on the pitch and like over to Cooper like?
Oh yeah, God.
That would be what would happen. Like if he brought Bobby Reed on for Monger. We don't.
Why is that not happened to Rude? Because to be honest with you, I mean, as we say right now, I mean,
no options.
The Cooper days were the Houseland era, weren't they?
They were.
My God.
I mean, we don't. Apart from Luke, we don't like to advocate for violence. But I mean, he deserves a slap if he brings on Bobby Reed instead of Monger.
He deserves a slap anyway.
Oh, someone's just come back from a warm up.
That's sitting back down. I could have been longer.
Subs watch.
I don't have enough.
On blue tinted glasses.
I mean, but 1 minute Bilal's on the right. Now Bilal's on the left. Mavadidi's now in the middle from the left. I mean, this is like literally just lads. It's like playground. Just there's the ball.
Total football.
Go on, play where you like.
Yeah, totally shite. Yeah.
Who said calling Murphy a fraud is so harsh? Jacob Murphy's not a good footballer.
Murphy's a good player.
I think he is woeful. He's just been step penning against the shit.
Bro, he'd walk into our team right now. You know he would.
But that's just think about what that says about our level.
Serious shade put on Murphy here, Jake.
Serious shade. I saw the game we played against him in when we lost 4-0, and he ended like he scored. He missed 5-6 hits, man. Other brain.
Here we go.
Give him a free win.
The Benteke Trophy. Honestly, mate, you watch. He hasn't scored for a year. You watch him score a goal now. Watch him score a goal.
They're taking Isak off, right?
Yeah. Isak off.
Should have done that 20 minutes ago.
Leicester makes all the unrealistic things happen. Maybe Leicester can help me get a girlfriend. And like that is maybe, just maybe.
Mate, come out, mate. Doug, go out on a night in Leicester. You won't have a trouble finding a girlfriend.
I'm not sure what anyone from Leicester, mate.
They'll find you.
Long distance.
They'll find you, Doug. Don't worry.
They'll find you. I do remember walking through. We were like me and my dad and granddad went out to get a beer in Leicester. Those girls were not wearing much clothes, and it was December, mate. That was woeful.
Someone saw Monger run back from a warm up. Could we? Oh wait, Ricardo.
Truly Ethan's got a comment for you, Doug. You got an answer?
You got 4-2, man. What does that mean?
What?
What does that mean, man?
It's descended.
I don't want a girl from Leicester. I actually agree.
Yeah, let's not go there. We got 2 players warming up, boys. We got 2 players who've changed into their kits, or is it just the one? No, there's 2.
Please, let one of them be Monger. I don't.
It's Ayu, lads. It's Ayu. No word of a lie. It's Ayu and Ricardo.
Well, Ayu for Vardy, I can believe he'd done that in the last game, but put Monger on the right hand side.
I reckon it's going to be Ayu out on the right.
I'm listening. goal-hungry attackers.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it is. He's on the bench there. Oh no, there's two. There's two. Someone else is. I think it's Ricky though, as you say.
I think it's Ricky and I. Oh wait, Monger.
Yeah.
Somebody said Monger.
It's a Monger!
He can't even wear the sponsor. He can't even wear the sponsor.
Oh, we can't wear the sponsor.
Oh,
wear the sponsor.
that's amazing.
Is that true? Is that you're not allowed to wear the sponsor if you're
Smiling, talking about Leicester.
Monger
because
just
he's
pulled a
only
muscle?
16. That's great. Wait, so
I didn't know that. Is he going to come on for 4-0? Probably.
I thought he did 80. Oh, I was out
That's
by
him,
how many
that's
minutes?
stage play.
8,
He's
6,
stage.
8 minutes out.
Monger's going to get 10 out of 10 in the match ratings. Confirmed.
All right, let's watch this. Now I'm going to stop talking shit and actually concentrate on the football.
By the way, that's actually that's quite funny, isn't it? Like how he can't wear the sponsor.
Yeah.
I mean, the kit looks so much better without it. To be fair.
Told
It
you,
does.
it's Easter holidays. Here he is.
The
Go on,
Bilal.
lad. Go on, lad.
Come on, Monger.
Welcome, Jezza.
Has it got the cheers? Has it got the cheers duck? For
Oh,
Monger?
the crowd must be going crazy. This is why you don't leave. You don't want to leave. This is Wayne Rooney moment coming.
They've got a chant for him non-stop throughout the game. It's
There's
just got to
nothing-
be. He's one of our own. Jerry Monger. He's one of our own.
There's nothing wronger with the Monger. He's going to belt one in the top corner.
Oh,
And he-
right at the point.
How is that
Monger-
not a foul?
Monger will
How is
be
that
worth
not a foul?
all the Wonga.
That has to be the most lovable double substitution he could have ever done. Ricky P and Monger.
It would be amazing if the goal drought was ended by Monger. That would be cool.
Left foot, top corner.
Yeah.
Like the things I would do for a Monger goal.
Fair
King
play to
sitting
Reed.
there
Like,
and-
at least he did actually give him his debut as a 15-year-old in the Prem. He's given him 15 minutes. That's what we've been asking for, right? 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes. That's what we were asking for? Okay. Something.
Literally the highlight of the match.
Give him the bloody ball!
Yeah, you
This
just
is
want to see him
fucking
drive, don't you, at his man?
That is fucking adorable.
He's the second youngest player in Premier League history by about 90 days from Ranieri. No, sorry, for a
Stinks
while.
of
Yeah.
relegation, doesn't it? It stinks of relegation. Giving a
Yes, he
15-year-old a
does.
go.
Let's see if he's any good. Oh, he looks thin, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks. Oh no, that wasn't it. Who's it? That wasn't him. Who's that on the ball now?
Ricardo.
Oh wow, Ricky.
Ricardo.
When Monger gets
Yeah.
the ball, he will
God,
just
Ricardo looks like Steptoe's dad. What's he been eating?
Apparently, there's a Monger chant going already.
Good, good.
Yeah.
the thing is, sign the contract, lad. Sign the contract.
Well, no, that is good by the fans,
Look.
though. We've been saying that all season. That if we are going to Luke Thomas special there,
That is horrible. Anyone in that debate about VK and Thomas, did you see that? It's horrible. My eyes might have
Anil,
been
get the Danish donuts up, mate. Fucking hell.
so hard in the eye. I might have 5 pieces in there. That is horrible. Please. Just pass it to Monger, will you?
Here we go.
Here he is. Go on, son. Just take him on.
go on.
He's realizing, what are the options? I'm on with you.
100%
Successful pass.
100% pass record in the Premier League. The only player in the Premier League with a 100% pass record. Monga.
Here
Oh,
he is.
Monger again.
that
I mean, he's
lasted 3
already
seconds.
up.
Corner.
50%.
It's a
50%.
corner.
That's a corner.
50%.
This one has a corner as well.
By the way,
Ricky
Ricky and Monga, I have so much more
Right
confidence
side
down
of
our right hand
Monger,
side
Ricky in the
instantly.
championship will hit like fucking crack, mate. I'll be snorting that shit. over the
This guy's going to kill the championship if we can keep him.
Come on.
What were you doing at
get on.
15-0? Doc, Johnny, what were you doing?
I was picking up wrist injuries too of a different kind.
I was
That's a
Monday
good
night,
cross. Oh.
Monday night Zoots, Wednesday night Crystals,
Oh, my.
Friday night. Flaming. It was called Luxor or Flaming Colossus at the time. It's the one near Welford Road, Gartree Prison. What's that club called? So I was doing at 15. And
Here we go.
GCSEs.
Another corner.
Go on.
How many corners is this now?
We've had a lot. I'd like 10.
Oh, that's a shot. It's still one. Oh my god.
Has Monger just been taken out by Wout Fass? Can you imagine if Wout
I
Fass
could,
injured
sadly, yeah.
Monger? Oh my god.
Even
Oh,
Hamilton
look,
knows.
the Spurs fans now, look. Spurs fans there, bloody hell.
Minus
thing is,
strike.
what I don't get
Arthur
about
Scargill,
Spurs
wasn't it?
Spurs fans is, we've lost all of the new year. The only club
you're
we beat
ramping, yeah.
was Spurs away. Like, what is the problem?
Arthur Scargill was the minus strike. That was before my time. That was like 83 or 82.
Go on, yeah, let's beat the man.
Go on, mate. Take the first one. That's right. You beat the first one. I'll count that. Brilliant play, Jeremy. Get him a start next time.
Friday night handy out Tory leaflets.
Tory boy. Used to be a sketch, didn't it?
The thing is, like, when you've accepted relegation, it's actually fine because you can smile again. I couldn't smile for a few weeks thinking about potential of relegation. Now I can actually just act like nothing.
A Tory boy, more likely to be in the fan
Doc.
club than being at a Tory boys meeting.
Doc, what are you eating, mate? Is it some of these?
I'm eating this. It's not shaped trick, mate.
Great setup there, Locke. It's very good.
On a serious point, I know he's only been on a few minutes, but I mean, would you say that it particularly looks out of place in our team at the moment? Not really.
Well, physically, no. I mean, he's got
No,
more
so-
of a
Oh, referee.
Referee! Who's this asswipe?
What a...
Genuinely, man.
What's
Shave your
that
head.
haircut as well? What's the quiff about? Honestly,
He's a better bloody defender than half of our lot. Fucking hell.
he looks a big lad, doesn't he? That ref.
Is that Rob Jones? Is that his name? I think
I'd
it's Rob
say he's
Jones.
like sponsored by. There's a few Royd.
Oh, yeah, look at how great a setup we have now. To
Give it
attack.
Monger. Go the other side.
We've actually got pace on both of our wings at the moment. By the way, I actually like this. And we look at that. See,
Corner number 10 should have been on corners
finally
this
some
game.
threats.
So next game, we play this, right? This is the same team. Well, maybe Bilal in there instead
Bilal
of
maybe, and yeah,
and,
perfect window to start or something. I think we look a lot better in this shape, though. We just don't look very good at all in that 3-4-3.
That 5 shit doesn't work
Yeah.
at all.
Oh,
This is better.
we always manage to get it out so we don't instantly can just shoot. That's so annoying. Callum Wilson, you fat bastard.
Monger
Come on,
against
man. Come on,
Wilson.
Monger.
Let's take on Monger. Chase him.
Yeah.
Get the ball to the Jezza. Give it to Jezza now,
look
Ricky.
at that, Ricardo.
Ricky, give it out wide.
Give it back.
Oh, Ricky.
You should have given it Monger, innit?
Shoot.
He's looked good, though.
Well
He should
Ricky's
Oh,
looked
he
really
was
good.
waiting. He was waiting as always, the Monger.
Ricky looked really... But Ricky's been back 2-3 weeks. Why isn't Ricky playing?
Look how much better
looks-
we look, by the way. It makes me
Exactly.
wonder.
Exactly.
I'm not saying we would have stayed up
we
because
might have
we
to
did
join
play
the
this.
final few weeks here.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
next
yeah.
season 4-2-3-1? Either Monger and Ricky, or Fatau and Ricky down that side. Be tasty.
10 minutes to go. 10 minutes for Monger to get his goal.
The thing is, we're not getting anything from this game. Like, if we could just get a goal, I would be thrilled.
Yeah.
I know he's
I
getting
will-
my man of
and-
the match.
Oh, Luke Thomas.
Oh,
he
super
actually
Luke
did all right
Thomas.
there.
Oh,
and then
say that again.
Until he gave it away. Oh.
Brain cells of a goldfish.
No, Mavi Didi did well there. Yeah, look, give it.
Here he is. Give it
Yeah,
the
we
first
go.
the first touch. Now take him on. Oh,
He simply waited, actually.
that's a corner.
Oh,
We do look better
Ricky-
since he's
Ricky-
come on, by the way. We've
Rick-
actually got some threat down the
Ricky-
right.
Ricky knows what he's doing, by the way. Ricky's putting him in play because he knows that it will get the crowd up.
What a brilliant
100%.
support. If he was to play, you would want Ricky behind him, helping him, guiding him, supporting him.
Ooh, lads.
I like that from Avadidi.
Yeah, IMVC was.
That's
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 nothing
right.
wrong with that. Studs aren't on.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It was-
Look at the fans as well.
People have moaned about Mavadidi. He's put in some 2 pretty hard tackles in today. You know,
And you
it's,
Italian little bitch. You know what? When I grew up, right, when we played sports in school, whenever like you'd get tackled or something and there wasn't anything given, my PE teacher would always yell, "Don't be an Italian, get up." Because they always said, like, that was the period when Denmark played Italy a lot, and they always were like, you know, falling over to a gust of wind. Me, give me the free kick.
it's interesting that the 15-year-old can change the whole atmosphere, though, in a 3-0 loss. I think Rude could listen to that a little bit, and it genuinely helps, lifts everyone's spirits, doesn't it? We all feel much better. I'm actually enjoying this game.
I'm glad to see Monger on this shit.
well, we sounded all right at half time talking about Indian takeaways and Peter Andre and stuff like that.
UK, Manny, would you please take me to some good Indian food?
Brick Lane's pretty good if you're in London.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'll be in the UK again, though. But I will eventually.
Next time there's a Taylor Swift concert. You fancy coming over? No, I'm a bit of a Swiftie, apparently. Apparently.
By the way, that's what fans want to see as well. They want to see that type of challenge from Maverdini.
Yeah, exactly.
It just goes to show, like, all the thoughts about Maverdini not playing. He's lazy, he doesn't tackle, he doesn't get back. I mean, it's just, he's got to motivate the player. Of course he can
Yeah,
do
I mean,
it.
he proved all last season. That game against Birmingham, not only did he score 2 goals, he made the most amount of challenges in the match as well. He had a great game. He always looks moody, but he does put a shift in offensively. As you say, you just got to get the instructions to him.
Nani is such a fraud, man. He's so bad. He's so bad.
Who?
Sonali.
Oh.
My baby.
Here we go.
Yes, go on. Go give it a shot.
Oh,
You know what? We wanted him to. He did it.
Yeah, I want to see him do like we done in the thing. If he can, like, you know,
hit
cut
it
in.
right, hit it
Oh
right.
no!
That's right, hit it right, hit it right. That's it. What is that?
Heart in your mouth moment.
Oh, my head.
What's our next game? Who have we got next?
Brighton.
Yeah.
Brighton away.
You know what? Jeremy Monger to back 3 against the Seagulls. I'll put my life savings on it.
Here we go.
I can't see him being started.
4-2-3-1 is just so much better, man.
I think I'm feeling a goal before full time, you know.
Maybe not.
I think I'm getting that feeling.
That's a good tackle, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
What do you mean?
That was from behind when it was.
Oh, you like it from behind, don't you?
Here we go again.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Come on. 6 minutes. 5 minutes plus injury time. Where's
Jake Evans?
He's playing for the under 21s
tonight.
tonight. Yeah.
Well, as well as Nathan Opoku, who came back after the year-long injury.
Is he
So
still
look
got the
at
same speed?
wait. Yeah, so Monger's playing
Oh,
there we go.
we definitely look better since Ricky came on.
I mean, it was like that, right? Again, was it Chelsea when he came on?
Playing
And then
double.
he got-
He's playing double pivot again.
Inverting.
Ricky, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
Oh, Ricky, you're everywhere, mate.
Oh, Usula, you little baby
He's
face.
fucking everywhere.
Ricky's got to start there. I like this double pivot again. Oh, I wonder when we used to do that.
The under 21s finished
Commentator,
0-0.
a Danish commentator has just said he's wishing for 2 more things before the game ends. A William Usula goal because he's Danish, and then a Monger goal. He actually said he wanted a Monger goal. The Danish
Not a
commentator.
Hermanson goal.
He didn't even mention that. He didn't mention that.
Wow,
I think
unfortunately, if
maybe
Hermanson scores, I can only see it being in one end. And it's
Maybe
not
he
the
wished
end.
for a Hermanson transfer in the summer as well. Who knows?
Yeah.
I saw a list passing around the Danish media recently, like with 11 Danish players who needed a transfer. Number 1 on the list was Hermansen.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they all think he's too good for Leicester, and I mean, their thought is right. He is too good for us.
What's the club record fee for a club in Denmark that have spent on a single player?
But a single player, I mean, maybe 5-6 million pounds,
Oh, okay, not that much. All right, yeah.
7 maybe. And I think
I was wondering if Copenhagen fancy taking VK back. That's why.
Well,
Yeah.
they could pay 3 million for us. What he's worth in it.
Sell Greenland, you get loads of cash, Duck. You can afford VK then. We'll swap him for a
Andreas
tenth of Greenland.
Cornelius was bought for 45 million kroner. That's about 5 million pounds. That's the most expensive.
Who is that?
Andreas Cornelius, former national team striker.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Look at that from Luke Thomas. You'll never see Victor doing that. Never.
What, doing a handball?
Yeah.
You would never see him do that, though. You'd see him fucking 2 for tackle and give away a penalty instead.
So, go on, Duck. Who would you rather have at left back, VK or Thomas?
VK. Thomas can't even, fucking... His first touch is just shot.
What if Thomas was Danish and VK was English?
Still wouldn't. I still have VK.
Who would you choose?
VK. Look! What are you saying, man? I mean, he's fucking Bambi and ice.
Victor Christopher and Luke Thomason. I think he's choosing Luke Tomlinson all day
Luke
long.
Dahl Thomason.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, when is this not
Give
over?
Monger the ball again, guys. It's a bit boring now.
Yeah, we don't like it when they're attacking. It's much better when the ball's on our right wing area.
Right, everybody. The link is in the chat for your match ratings. We're still collecting all the match ratings for end of season. We're going to do a review of the season, of course, and we'll go through all the match ratings from the season. But I can't imagine they're going to be very high. I reckon people are just going to give Monger a 10, aren't they? Let's be honest.
That's what
Yeah,
I've
of course.
done.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go do it myself.
I'm doing it then.
I've gone rude though. I've gone up from a 1 to a 3 just because he put Monger on.
Monger on, yeah.
And he
Giving
did. He
everyone a
changed the
one.
formation at half time. He actually brought on Mavididi. I mean, from the second half, which has been 0-0, it's been a much more level game. Obviously, we're 3-0 down. Newcastle don't care. But he stumbled into what team he should play for the next game. But let's hope it sticks. But you and I know it'll be 5-3-2 again, the same lineup. He won't change. Or if he does
I
change.
gave everyone a 1 except for Ricky P and Jeremy Monger. Gave both of those a 10.
Here
You
he
gave
is.
him
Let him
a
go?
1.
Oh, go on. Take him
I
on.
gave them
Go
all
on.
a 1.
He's got it. Got it. Look at that.
Fast twitch
Oh,
5.
that's it.
Yeah, he's won
You
it.
see
Yeah, I
that?
mean, he has. He's shown you there.
Got the ball direct run at the guy, and the guy's panicking on his backside. Livramento, who made the England squad, he just put him on his arse. He just put him on his arse on the outside. By the way, thank you. Pace doesn't matter how old you are. You can't defend against it. I like that as well. He went for him as well. It's like England fullback. Let's go for him. Yeah, you just can't argue with that. That is the secret.
We need to update that haircut in that image, I think.
It's the secret to success in all
Just
sporting fronts.
Just
Gotta
get,
type
just
into
get
Chat
AI.
GPT. Can you make an Indian-looking version of Peter Andre and see what comes up?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well, here we go. Here's
go on,
Monger.
Jezza.
Jessa. Let's not stick with that.
I like that. Oh,
Oh,
another corner. What's going on
Another
here?
corner.
It's frightening.
It's just a shame we
He's
ain't
a
got a
unit,
Dan
Dan
Burn in
Burn,
the
isn't he?
box, eh?
You want to get Monger one-on-one against Burn.
exactly, Mr. Fatawi. What are you doing with your life? Monger's already played in the Premier League. What have you done, mate? No, I'm joking.
Ouch.
Imagine being 15 and called Jeremy. Here we go.
Oh, I thought it was coming. But finally, no more short corner crap. Just get it in the bloody box.
Wow.
I thought that was it.
By the way, for anybody who's not watching the game, there's 5 minutes.
Oh, it was
left
about phase. Yeah, it was about phase.
Oh, that is close.
Imagine being any age and being called Wout.
That's a perfectly respectable name.
Isn't it
in,
Root or
Flemish
something
world.
that they actually say it?
Het is een heerlijk goede naam.
Fofu, get on that training pitch pre-season. You got 5 months to make it to the Premier League.
I mean, you couldn't tell he's a fucking 15-year-old, could you, by looking at him?
No, but he looks maybe 18 or something like that. It's not like I know what Manny's saying. Like you do sometimes see these kids that look ridiculous, right? Go on.
Oh my
Do you know,
god!
if you haven't seen it, there's a clip of like a rugby, like an under nines rugby game where one of the lads is like he's got, I think his parents must be from Samoa or something, and honestly he's twice as big as every other lad there. He's an absolute giant, just mushing people, but he's 8 years old. But he looks 14, 15.
Yeah.
And you get those freaks. In our rugby team, we used to have one guy who was like 6'4" when he was like 13. It's just a giant. It all depends on the individual. And Monger physically does not look skinny, raky 15 that you would think of. He looks fairly strong, fairly muscly, fairly robust. I don't see an issue physically playing him. And clearly he's got the skill level. Who else has been decent down our right? Would you like to see Jeremy Monger or Jordan Ayew down our right wing? Or Bobby Cordova-Reid? They are your options. Which one do you want?
What has actually happened to Facundo Buonanotte? It's fucking crazy how bad he is right now, man. So
yeah, but the
bad.
manager destroyed his confidence. That's really poor from him to have done that.
Our best player as well. Other than Mads
Yeah.
at the time, of when he came in.
Rob
Because
Tanner
of his
tweeted.
boots.
I will say though that he has gone from at the start of the season, it's like I can't believe this guy can't get into the Brighton squad because he looks really good. To now you do see a lot of the issues that he had, and but there's aspects to like about his game, but he's quite rough around. Like, I wonder where. I would imagine for him, Buonanotte, that his next move he might be another loan move to another team that's just been promoted, or maybe he will go to Feyenoord next time round. Like, I don't think he's done enough to get a better move than that. Yeah, absolutely, they will be. Yeah.
Before you go, Manny, Doc, what were you saying about Rob Tanner?
Rob Tanner just tweeted in terms of just to like double confirm when he came on, but Monger comes on to a huge ovation for his debut, is what Rob Tanner tweeted. So like the mood in the crowd around him is definitely positive, and that's good to hear.
Next season, we could actually have Monger, Mavididi, Fatawu, Will Alves as our 4 wingers.
Yeah, Ben Nelson at the back. He could play a much more expansive attacking system.
So we need.
I've got to say,
a couple of midfielders.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't want them to put Vestergaard in the team next season, even though teams will be playing the deep block against us and the passing would be good, just because I feel like we got to start. Because still, even I will argue that actually with Enzo, he had to at times slow down the play because
2-on-1. He still got the ball out. Beautiful under pressure. Tight space, turns, left foot.
Yeah.
Has the awareness to find the option too. There's talent.
Is that another slip from Facundo Buonanotte? Did he slip?
He just
boots in it. It's studs.
I mean, the boy looks good.
Well, it's not getting carried away yet, but it's still impressive. I mean,
he's 15. He's in the Premier League.
Yeah, no, I was going to say
that's 15.
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, to not look out of place is as amazing.
Yeah, no, that's really promising. That's really promising to see that.
So there we go. Full time.
We got what we wanted, though. We got what we wanted.
Yeah,
a Monger debut. He looked great. Ricky P looks great too. Please start at least one of them next game.
We have a right side back.
I genuinely think
someone's given Monger a 1. Oh my god!
If he
Mr.
goes
Patawu,
back,
I'm guessing
to a 5-back system, I'm of the belief that if he plays with the 4-2-3-1, I'll tune in next week and see how it goes. If he plays at the 5-back, he has to have either Monger or Ricky starting for me to tune in.
I can't say it much clearer. There's nothing remaining this season that excites me apart from seeing members of the youth team, players I've never seen before, or Michael Golding, Jeremy Monger, Jake Evans, Henry Cartwright, the others. That's the only thing that's really going to get me vaguely excited. And we saw the crowds are chanting, we're all buzzing. It's something for us to get excited about because the team is just pretty rifle, isn't it?
Bunch of men getting excited about a 15-year-old. It's
like being on Epstein's Island.
Football Manager classic, man.
All right, Mr. Patawu, we've been giving you pelters tonight, so we'll take that back.
The Monger one would have been a Forest fan or something like that for sure. It would have been some. Yeah, I mean, lads. Obviously, I think I know what we're all going to say to this, but obviously, what you made to the game, I think all we really want to talk about are Ricky P and Monger, right? I mean, they were our best 2 players, which is mad to say. They played like 15 minutes.
Well, what's frustrating about that, though, Locks, is that we knew that already. We knew that we looked better, certainly with Ricardo on in the last game. We knew we looked better in that system. So, again, it's just very frustrating from Ruud that he doesn't seem to be learning. Like, people have been saying it here again. It's like, look, we know Monger's not going to start the next game. He's got to continue to be given those 10, 15 minutes, if you ask me, absolute minimum. But we got to play that 4-2-3-1 again. And I will say, look, we've been calling it for ages, but why has it taken this long again to have Mavididi, El Kanous and Buonanotte on the pitch at the same time? The attacking players. I know it's an interesting one. Get the XG out. But I mean, probably should have scored tonight.
It's difficult to make an actual decent level of conclusion based on, because we're 3-0 down and we know Newcastle they're not fully engaged in the game anymore, but we definitely carried a bit more threat. You saw some nice little touches, and I don't know, maybe I'm starting to think that Monger might even get a start. You can always take him off after an hour or 50 minutes if he's feeling it. But he looked like he could handle another half an hour in that game, no problem at all, no problem. So I don't know. I think I've already seen enough to say, if he's feeling it, let's start the kid. He doesn't look physically or mentally that he'd look out of place. He clearly gives us some pace. Definitely would work well with Ricky down the right hand side. Ricky's the ideal partner for him. And again, what's the alternative? Who started down our right hand side today? We don't want to see that again. We've had enough of this. We can shoehorn Bilal or maybe Mavadidi down the right, but I use playing Justin out there or whoever else it might be. It's not exciting. At least Monger's exciting. That's what. Just some pace.
Yeah, I mean, Anil, the stats are on screen. 0.47 xG, which I think is quite good for us, to be honest with you. For us,
No, I mean that's still sad though, isn't it? That
yeah,
I will say that their goals were like incredibly high XG chances, right? The halfway shot into a one-on-one with the keeper, a great save from Hermansen into an open net for Harvey Barnes. You can see, right? Expected goals to that chance 0.9. But the thing is, these games get so hard to judge when we go 3-0 down so quickly because they take the foot off the gas. We aren't able to create much of worth, but they are not trying too hard to do so either. It's hard to take anything away, but I do think like Monger actually looking like a genuine player and was very good to see. And Ricky P, he looked good.
Go on, Anil, talk to me because this is now on screen just the second half, and you can see it's where most of our XG came from.
Yeah, okay, so that's why I wanted to see. I just wanted to see if it was a case of the stats were good, but actually the second half was like a non-event. But actually, you look at that, you can see the 4 shots there. It's still poor though. Someone said that they're having all that possession, but we're just not really converting it into meaningful chance creation. It's a fundamentally flawed team, isn't it? But I think we'd look better at the end. Ricky P inverting there, playing next to Samari, which was interesting. And Didi was the one that pushed up into midfield. And then you had Monger, you had Mavadidi. Got to say Vardy, that lack of pace and I think lack of physicality is really hurting him in the Premier League now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how accurate this is, Monger, but 67% pass accuracy, 10 touches, 0 successful dribbles, which I'm not sure if that's the case because I'm sure I saw him dribble past the player. So yeah, but I think it's important for us to remember that we're not sat here. We shouldn't sit here and put our hopes on Jeremy Monger because there is still a good chance he's not even here next season. Remember, Man City are going to be, and they would have been watching tonight, Man City, and I'm pretty sure they would have liked what they saw from a 15-year-old.
We got to see him in a Leicester shirt, right, at senior level. How nice was that? We actually got to see one of our youth kids. Like Trey Nioni, right? Liverpool's fans sitting there creaming over their own wonder kid who made in Leicester. At the very least, everyone will now know that Monger is it's Leicester through and through, regardless of what happens with him.
The other thing is, every kid at the club, whether you're 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, they'll all be thinking, that's one of our kids. He's managed to get a Premier League minutes. That kind of thing will stick in your mind. Like, maybe I could emulate that and I could get Premier League minutes at 15. They turn up for training. They want it even more. They're even more sharper. They're paying more attention. Kids around the world seeing a 15-year-old, if we had more than one as well, we could build a reputation for high-quality kids. You can get game time. Locke's just mentioned Man City. Man City, I'm sure they will be after him. But are they actually going to play him? When's he going to get Premier League minutes consistently for Man City? 3, 4, 5 years at best? We could give him a pathway to first-team football immediately. He's already settled from the area. Everything's comfortable. He's got his mates around. Nice environment. We'll also pay him decent money. I don't think it's impossible. I think it's almost a 50-50 whether we'll keep him. And I think tonight probably helps more than it hinders that.
Yeah, Will Alves, Steffi Mavadidi, Abdul Fattawi, Jeremy Monger as your wide options going into next season is actually, I would argue, that's stronger than the season we got promoted last year. Because Akgun was a good player, but I think he was more of an 8, wasn't he, than a winger. That could be pretty nice to see.
That's top tier championship at the least. No doubt about it. Then you can look at the other areas of the squad and nitpick, right? But I very much agree with Manny. The precedent is set that, if you're good enough, you will get a game chance. It is so rarely a 15-year-old. I think you said it as well, Manny. Second youngest ever Premier League player, right? to play Premier League football at 15, you wouldn't be allowed to play in the Danish Superliga. Rooney Badakji didn't get his debut in the Superliga because we have a rule for that in Denmark. You're not allowed to before you turn, I think, 17 or 16. So, I mean, to play Premier League football at that age and not look like the worst player on the pitch by 1,000 miles just shows where he is and how far he can reach, and sets the precedent that if you are good enough, you will be given the chance.
You're muted.
Sorry. Just to clarify, there was a comment about Man City. Man City can't use him at 15. No, but when he's 17, he can sign a professional contract, so that they'll want him before that, because obviously, they want to get him on the cheap. I think once he's 17, and if he signs a deal for us, then that's when we can actually demand the big cash. Whereas obviously at the moment, it all goes through a tribunal, so they're gonna want to sign him up before then. There's no aerial threat. I mean, this is a continued issue, and a lot of crosses into the box. To be fair, some of them are kind of low crosses, maybe in the hope that something falls to a player. But I mean, it's always been a problem, really, hasn't it, Neil? Because we've always looked to kind of get crosses into the box to Jamie Vardy, and it's like, what's he going to do with it? He's scored a couple headers in his career, but that's not what we should be
to be fair
for.
to Ethan, though, he's specifically saying about set pieces, and I would say that that's something you've got to identify, because we've had. I mean, look, they're both problems. Crossing in open play, it should be low crosses, but how many corners did we have today? We had a lot. I think that's the biggest amount of corners we had in a long time. 12 corners.
12.
We should be generating a higher XG than 0.47 of those 12 corners. We should have had a few that really rattled them, and we never really got close. Admittedly, they got Dan Burn in the middle, but I would say that that's something that should be worked on, because a good team, turns that, if not on the first phase of play, in the second and third, it could be good. So we know our team's just absolutely hopeless, isn't it? I think a couple of moments really summed up at the moment, that Patson Daka just completely missing the ball when I think if he put his foot on it, he probably goes in. Then it was offside anyway, but where he hit both posts, and right at the end there, that chance that went wide is just. But the thing is, you can't even say it's unlucky. It's not even like, the chances aren't going our way, like it was in the Great Escape season. This is just, we don't even make chances. Big problem.
Yeah, for sure. There's a comment here which says Ricky was my man of the match. I mean, to be honest with you, lads, I know he barely played, but I don't know who I can look past. I mean, what do you think, Manny? Because I know you said that you thought FaZe had a decent game as well, even though we conceded 3.
Individually, every time I watch, actually, I thought Faust, 0 mistakes, which he's famous for, making one calamity. I think Duck mentioned the third goal. I'd have to watch again, which he might have had a role in. But whenever I saw him, he looked committed, looked front foot. He actually didn't make any mistakes. He was making tackles, trying to get involved. And like I said, I don't think the particular issues today, at least, came through his channel. But again, after half-time, 3-0 especially, even at 2-0, you could argue even when the first one went in, we knew the game is dead. So you want to take good performances with a big pinch of salt, because it doesn't really count as such, because the opposition isn't playing at 100%. They've already switched off. But definitely Ricky P, Monger, of course, absolutely. Those two, absolutely. I thought they're excellent when they came on. I've got to mention the 15 years old. Premier League, your team's getting battered at 3-0. We haven't done dick in the league at home since December. And he comes on, plays a few nice touches, nice passes, controls the ball, beats his man, gets carried. Absolutely brilliant. And the other thing was, I was a bit worried, whether Ricky might be, he's had so many injuries. There's always that question mark every time someone comes back from a big injury. Are they the same player? Are they the same player? And, if Ricky, who's already come down with us once, and we do need a little bit of know-how and experience, and I want to get rid of players like Cody, Vestergaard, Fars and Winks and others, but Ricky's one I definitely want to keep.
Yeah. I mean, there was an interesting tweet. Do you know Jeff Peters? Talksport, right? He's just put toothless, gutless, clueless, senior management, the manager, the players, horrific. 15 defeats in 16, 8 defeats in a row without scoring. Doc, what next, man? Yeah. What next?
You go back to the 4-2-3-1 and pray you get a goal before the season ends. Look better in it. I think someone like Mavadidi showed resilience both offensively and defensively. We know our players are not consistently Premier League quality, but I at the very least want to see them put in that fight, right? That's why I also think someone like El Kanu should be starting next game, because he had a few moments where he showed the grit and determination, despite definitely not showing the highs he has done sometimes in this season. So, I mean, I'm optimistic of a goal before the season end. We've got Southampton and Ipswich. Surely we'll get something there, right? And hopefully some more cameos from Monger.
Yeah, only 90 days older than the youngest player. So was that Nwaneri? Yeah, is that the youngest player in Premier League history?
Yeah.
I think Ricky is the captain already. I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Agreed.
It is stranger why he hasn't played. Oh, sorry. The rating. There we go. A 3.2.
Yeah, I think he was trending on a 1.
Two of that is Monger.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So, by the way, just to summarise, same 5-3-2. Rude. Stop. Not working. It doesn't help us in attacking sense. We lasted 2 minutes. Honestly, Locks last better, on the weekend when he gets lucky. 2 minutes, absolute joke. It's frightening. The back five doesn't work. It means that we have to play 3 centre backs, one of which is Luke Thomas. You got Luke Thomas and VK on the pitch at the same time. I mean, there's just mistakes waiting to happen. Nailed on. You saw how much better we're when we actually can try and attack. I'm saying this for so long. It's so boring saying the same old crap every time. There's 2 ways you can defend, with numbers or with the ball. If you're attacking the opposition, then you're not having to worry about defending. So when we have some attacking threats like wingers who can carry a threat against the fullback, we're not worrying about defending, but we just don't attack enough because we don't have those threats. Get your attacking players on the pitch. It helps the amount of defensive work that you have to do. So yeah, same old stuff. We'll learn more.
Here we go. Look at this. What a nil sent. There we go. Leicester City, the first side in English Football League history to lose 8 home league games in a row without scoring.
You're never seeing that.
History makers, man. History.
Exactly. History makers.
These records don't break themselves. You know how hard it is to do that? Go 8 games in a row without scoring and not being sacked as well for Rude. Must be a record at home, too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Southampton. They've scored quite a few games. They just like to throw it away.
You watch them play, they're much better than us. And it's sad to say, but they are. They're much better than
Southampton.
I agree. Yeah,
Steady
100%.
Steady
no, they are, mate. They are.
We'll beat them at our place.
If we play the 4-2-3-1,
I'm not sure that's true. If you look, say if you look,
they got a problem. They got a problem down their left hand side. They always have done. So that's why Fatawi was absolutely.
We've got a problem down our left and our right, mate.
We've got the Monger now, baby. The Monger's gonna tear a new one. He's gonna tear that last few games. Honestly, he's gonna tear them up. So they've got 10 points this season. Steve Cooper got that number of points.
This is so true. When you see Monger come in, and you know what I mean.
That's probably why he's starting, because that happens quite a lot. That you hear these rumors that the major team has been first.
I saw a rumor. I think you Chelsea fans as well. I have a lot of friends actually who are Chelsea fans. There was a tweet about Enzo cancelling training after they lost 3-0 to the U21s, and they were pissed at it. They were absolutely pissed. And I think it happened for us as well right now if we play our U21s. We have Henry Cartwright and Sammy Braybrook. Does that mean roll up my sleeves?
What is this about? What is this
about?
It's like that Simpsons episode where he keeps telling the guy to get rid of his sideburns. He's like, I don't get what you're trying to do.
What sideburns?
Mate, I don't get the joke.
What is the sleeve though? Is that like the size of your shirt?
Yeah, he wants you to do that for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah,
I don't get the joke.
Watch or something. I think I've actually. Maybe this is the time I share this now that we have a Chelsea fan in chat. I showed this to some of you guys. I think I might get a lot of hate for this, but I have a jersey many people will hate to see.
It's not a Chelsea shirt, is it?
Look, you're gonna get hate. You're gonna get hate.
I'm gonna get hate. I'm gonna get absolute pelters, but I have a Dewsbury Hall Chelsea jersey. That is.
What are you
ban him?
doing?
Ban him.
Honestly, kick him out, Locks. What are you doing? What is that? You don't buy an opposition shirt, Ducky. What are you thinking?
No, I'll gladly tell the story. I was in London with some friends who are Chelsea fans to watch them play the conference.
Right, that's enough of that, I think.
The thing is, I said to them, I'd gladly go just so I can watch Dewsbury Hall play again. So I had to pay for the jersey when I was there. And
No,
he
you
didn't even
don't.
start
You didn't
the
have to do that. You could have just said,
game.
"Oh,
I'm
it's
Danish,
King
of
Julian."
course
You don't
I
have
do. It was a nice souvenir.
a souvenir.
a
You've got a
curse.
Chelsea
I'm sorry.
shirt and wore it, Duck. That's verging on traitor. That's traitorish behaviour.
I
That
paid
is
£100 for
Maybe-
that thing, mate. Of course I'm
Ducks-
gonna fucking
even
wear it.
more ridiculous.
Doc's brought on a curse. Maybe that's why we're so bad. It's the
Ah,
minute you
shut
bought
up,
that
man. We won
shirt.
games after that. We won games after that.
can't
It was
believe
early
you've done
November.
that.
They won 8-0, by the way. Dewsbury Hall got an assist, winning them the penalty. That I paid £100 for the tickets as well. I can't believe I spent that much money to watch Chelsea. But I did it with some good friends, so it was had a good laugh.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace, Duck.
Oh, come on, man.
You're an
You've seen it
absolute
before. You've seen it before.
disgrace. No, I have not
Would
seen
you
that
do this,
before.
Doc?
What
You're going to
next?
get a Monger Man
You know,
City
the thing
shirt?
is, and I'll tell
Yeah,
you
get
this.
a Harvey Barnes
In
Newcastle
5 years'
shirt for
time,
tonight's
let's say,
game.
in 5 years' time, and I think I might see this differently. As long as it isn't our closest rival. If someone went to Nottingham Forest, I wouldn't get a Nottingham Forest shirt with them. But if went to City in 5 years,
Oh,
Is he gonna get? Are you gonna get a Luke Thomas Accrington Stanley shirt next
of
season?
course I will, because Luke Thomas is horrible. I need to like the player. I love Dewsbury Hall. He was one of my favorite players. from Academy.
Here's a question. Would you get a Hermanson Chelsea goalkeeper shirt?
Hermanson Chelsea. If I went to Chelsea again, I would never buy it online. But if I went to Chelsea again with my friends, no, I probably wouldn't, because I have a Chelsea shirt. Then I would have just went with it.
Don't double down.
I'll
on
say
it.
as
What are
well.
you doing?
I went with my Leicester City Chelsea scarf that I had from the FA Cup final, and I wore that proudly. And I had people talking to me about how they unfairly lost that final, and I had to sit there and saying I agreed, even though I very much didn't agree.
No, I'm going to buy you. I'm telling you, I'm going to buy you an Oliver Skip Nottingham Forest shirt next season when we
Don't do that, man.
sell
I
him
don't want a
when we
Forest
sell him
shirt.
for their Champions League campaign.
Right.
That guy wears a duck shirt. I know there was controversy in it, but I will say, I as long as it is now rivals, and I only bought it because it was there physically. I'd never buy that online. I'd rather buy like a Monger Leicester jersey online. Maybe I should do that when it goes on sale for 30, 40 pounds. You can get a print with him as well now, probably, since he's played.
Don't try and change the subject. You're a disgrace.
Why
Right.
would you? I'm going to be honest. The Chelsea shirt is better than ours. This
I
year.
think you know what, I want to see you burn that live on stream at the end of the season.
I've worn so
get
many different shirts.
Let's get the cam.
Let's
Let's get the cam.
Copenhagen shirts.
Not
too.
in the same league as your team, Doug.
Yeah,
You can
we're not
have
in
a-
the same
you
league as
can have
Chelsea,
a
mate.
photo-
We're getting fucking relegated.
Doesn't matter. I hate Chelsea. They steal our players. They've taken.
look,
They
just read
take
this, just read
Dewsbury
this.
Hall.
Yeah.
Let's read this.
I'm financially brain dead. I've also just pre-ordered on Nintendo Switch.
They
too,
took
like,
Enzo.
you know what?
They took
It's like-
Fofana. They took. Oh, okay, you can have drink water.
Right,
They took.
right.
They took a lot
Enough
of stuff
Chelsea
off us.
shirt. Enough Chelsea shirt. Talk.
What's
Right.
next? A Spurs shirt.
That
Disgrace.
that is actually no. I just said that's enough. Last question, Doc. If you went to watch a Spurs game, would you get a Madison shirt?
I don't like Madison enough to do that. I love
Okay,
Dewsbury Hall. He was
okay.
one of my favorite players. It was only because he was one of my favorite players. And that's why maybe like a Monger in 5 years' time, if he has a few good years with Leicester, I would do that if I went to watch Monger play for another club.
Right, that is the end of the stream. What a shit show again. Or at least we got a little bit of a treat in seeing Jeremy Monger, obviously Ricardo looking good. But yes, we've lost 3-0.
Fuck Tielemans.
3-0 is actually better than.
Disgusting.
Actually, no, I think
Honestly.
Manny said 2-0. But yeah, better than most of our predictions. But yeah, anyway, he's putting his best. Oh, Christiansen.
What?
And then hung up as well. People will be more mad than that than the Dewsbury. Hall.
I'll tell you what,
that's fine.
Get the Dewsbury Hall shirt up. Get the Dewsbury Hall shirt up. Anyway,
You can
that's
sub
the
it for
end.
your sock.
That's the end. Right, Leicester leads again. 19th in the table. Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's been a laugh.
Thanks to everyone in chat, because you know what, it was still quite a laugh to hang out tonight.
We had a
even
fun
though
time.
It was obviously awful performance again.
Yeah, and some genuine feedback. I got a question for everyone in the chat. I know we always do these different little, watch-along formats. Normally, you only get to see Paul Locks on his own, having to struggle through. And now we've had the four of us talking all kinds of nonsense this evening. What do you guys like to see? Tell us.
I think the chat want more Gary Glitter.
You don't want that. You definitely don't want that. You definitely
Doc's going to
don't
be
want that.
searching Gary Glitter tonight when he's.
I'll definitely not. I've been told not to. So I
You don't want to
Okay.
know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat, please. Let us know what you made to it. But yeah, this last comment of the night. The supporter who made the owner get rid of Cooper Be ashamed of yourselves at these cute. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you don't even need to. You can tell he's a Forest fan. Just remember one thing, Mr. Forest fan. You remember that you sacked him when you were outside of the bottom three, and you're now 4th in the Premier League. Like over a year, just over a year since you sacked him. So look in the mirror, mate. Look in the mirror. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining us. Very much appreciated. There's still over 250 of you. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit subscribe. We will see you very soon. I'll put a tweet out. I don't know exactly when yet, but you will see us soon. So cheers all. Have a good evening. Up the mighty Monger Foxes.